Hey, let's click on go live. We're ready to get underway here. Bing bong, bing bong. Let's get this going. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? It's Sam BK Sport. We're here as some A-League action does get underway. I don't even know we're on right now. I think we are on. Yes, all good. Oh, gravy, baby. Now today, guys, obviously we do have the Western United versus Brisbane Roar game. This is going to be a bit of a tough game to read, realistically. Obviously, it's still early games in the season, so you're always going to find it a bit tough to read early days, but overall, man, obviously, as you guys can see on the ladder right now, Brisbane Roar are currently in last position, whilst West United are in fourth position, but they only are separated by literally like a win or something ridiculous. So overall, man, I don't think that anything's really been defined just yet. Now, obviously, we will be seeing Dylan Wenzel-Halls and Jamie Young go up against their former Brisbane Roar teammates. Let's quickly go here and have a look at the lineup here for Western United and Brisbane Roar. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. We will be doing the Adelaide United versus Melbourne Victory game right after this one as well. So it's going to be a big night here of A-League after we saw last night the Newcastle Jets get a very, very good win, a 4-0 win against the Wellington Phoenix. Now, lineup here today, guys. Jamie Young in the number one. Goalkeeper with Risdon, Imai, Topper Stanley and Garuccio backline. Kilkenny, Lostica, Diamante as the midfielders and Wales, Payne, Wenzel. Well, they've kind of got like a five midfield kind of deal. But Wales, Payne, and up front they've got Wenzel-Halls. On the substitution bench, they've got Scott, Pierres, Milanovic, Scotaras, Bayou, Collins, and Theo Harus. There you go. Theo Harus, there you go. Now, let's go have a look at the Brisbane Roar lineup here, guys. Brisbane Roar. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. While we wait, we're about 15 minutes away from a kickoff. But let me know your score predictions in the chat. Let's go through this team line here for the Brisbane Roar. They've got obviously Malcolm Freak as the goalkeeper. As the backline, Neville, Brown, Malarich, and Akbari. They've got Ivanovic, Malesinic, Daly, Lascano, O'Shea, and Trewin. On the bench, they've got Steinman, Lofthouse, Brindle South, Olsen, Parsons, and Munford. That is the Brisbane Roar team there. Now, look, the reason why I'm confused about this game is because overall, man, West United haven't been unbelievable this year. Like, they lost to Melbourne Victory 1-0, which is actually a decent performance considering. But then again, Melbourne Victory went and lost 3-0 to the Perth Glory. You know, the Victory went and beat Brisbane Roar 3-0, but went and lost 3-0 to the Perth Glory on, another hand. So Western United haven't really proven a great deal so much this year. I think they got a draw early days as well, if I wasn't mistaken. No, they got 2 wins and 1 loss. Actually, that's right. They beat Melbourne City 1-0, which was a good result there for the Western United boys. That was a good one there. I think that was quite late on. They scored that. Was that early? It was, 20 minutes in. Dylan Wenzel-Halls was able to, I swear it was later. I'm not too sure. I swear it was later. But yeah, I don't think Western United have looked a fantastic deal so far, but in the same sense, they've got 6 points to their name. They will absolutely take that every single day of the week. Brisbane Roar, they've not won a game yet. 2 losses and a draw. Now, last week, they played Adelaide United. It was a 0-0 draw. The problem with the Brisbane Roar is that they can't score. The problem with the Brisbane Roar is that they just simply can't score. They've got no one really out front. Ivanovic looked good in the first game against Melbourne City where they lost 2-1. Should have been 2-2, but he missed a sitter. And then also missed a sitter last week. You know, there's been some real dodginess about Brisbane Roar going forward and actually putting goals into the back of the net. And that's the biggest reason why they could lose today. But in the same sense, Western United, like, there's every opportunity this game could be like a 2-1 or 2-2er. I don't think every game's high scoring though. You know, usually we see high scoring games later on in the season. Early on in the season, it's usually low scorers. Last night was an exception, but Wednesday was a 1-0 in Melbourne City, and the goal didn't come until the 87th minute. So this is a very tough game to read. What am I going to go here? Before I read the comment section, what am I going to go here? Well, I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, so I'll back the boys in. I'll say Brisbane Roar 2-1. I'll get back in some goals so that we can get some excitement, man. And hopefully it's a bit of a fun game, and we see some shots on target, and we see a few, on tax on goal. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. But hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. What else do I need to say? That's right. If Western United are to win today's game, they would go top of the table into first position with 9 points, 2 points above MacArthur and Melbourne City. Melbourne City have played 1 extra game, so it would only be MacArthur who could overtake them, or it would also be Melbourne Victory if they had to win later on tonight against Adelaide United, which obviously will be a very good game. And then compare that to Brisbane Roar. If they are to win today, they would go up to 8th position above. If they are to win, they would go above to 8th position. But because their goal difference right now is -4 because of that victory game where they lost 3-0, they would only go up to equal they would go up to equal 7th with Perth Glory, but Perth Glory's defence, their goals conceded is only, their, 2-goal difference? No, 1-goal difference compared to the -4. So they would go above the Phoenix, who are down -5 right now. But alrighty, let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the chat arena. Anthony says, my tip is 3-1 West United win. Ed Ayres says, my prediction is 3-0 Roar, mate. If that happens, that's a crazy, crazy result there. Football State says, enjoy Ivanovic. We didn't want him. He's a terrible finisher. Yeah, I've got that feeling, man. I thought he was a lot better. I thought he was looking all right at the beginning. But yeah, he hasn't really kind of done... this is really too bright here. I'm going to turn down the brightness right now. But yeah, he hasn't lived up to kind of what I was expecting from him. He looked okay in that first game against Melbourne City, but it just hasn't really... It hasn't really panned out for him, man. It hasn't really panned out for him at all. And it's been disappointing to see for Ivanovic, absolutely. 2-2 is my prediction. Mate, we scored 2 goals, I'll be happy. I'll take a draw if we can get 2 goals here. I'll take a draw, but obviously still no right. I can't think of his name right now. The right back there, or is he left back? Can't remember. No, I can't think of his name right now. Captain, Jackie Hingett. Still no Jackie Hingett here for the Brisbane Roar, so he's a big out here still. Ed Ayres, my girlfriend is a West United fan. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. Interesting, West United fan. Not many people are West United fans nowadays. Football State says he's Lescano. Good. I haven't watched him play yet. Mate, Brisbane Roar haven't won a game for a reason, so it's very difficult to look at any of their team lineup and say that they've been fantastic. They're still, like I said, they're still struggling for a goal. They're still struggling for a win. Yes, they got that draw last week, but they were the much better team against Adelaide and couldn't score. Adelaide are a decent team, but in the same sense, like they've drawn all 3 games. They've got 3 points so far in the season, and they've drawn literally all 3 games. The first game was I think it was a 1-1 over there in Perth. Then they played Melbourne City, and it was a 2-2. They came back from 2-0 down, and then we saw the other week where they draw 0-0 with the Brisbane Roar. So yeah, Adelaide, I don't think they're looking that great this year. I thought they'd be looking a lot better than what they have been, and originally I thought they were looking good, but they haven't really been able to do anything since. So yeah, they haven't even won a game either. They'll take those 3 points absolutely gladly. But where do they sit right now? They sit currently in 9th position. So yeah, Brisbane Roar would go above them. That would put them down into 10th. I believe Melbourne Victory win tonight. I honestly could see Adelaide drop even further unless they get a draw. But obviously, Dylan Wenzel-Halls, he used to play with the Brisbane Roar. He's the striker for Western United. 3 matches so far this year, 9 shots, 5 on target, and 2 goals. A lot of poachers have goals, though. A lot of goals have just come from really nice work around him, which you can't complain. Like, he's there to get the goal. Fantastic. But, there's a lot to read into Dylan Wenzel-Hall's performances. I don't think he's done anything fantastic. But, 2 goals, you can't complain with that. Damien says 3-1 or 4-1 Western win. Football State Adelaide is a bit muddied too, but they showed some good signs here and there nonetheless. Not really. I haven't seen really anything good. Like, they've been able to prevent a loss, I guess, but I haven't seen anything special from Adelaide at all. Not really at all, realistically. Hamish Spencer says, evening. Hello, mate. How we doing? So, yeah, the only problem with the Roar is their attack, and the only problem with the Western United is that their consistency. They're just never consistent. Western United just never seem to be consistent enough to continuously get results. And that's why I can't back them in here. Like, realistically, we should be looking at a pretty comfortable Western United win here with their team on paper. They have a solid team on paper, man. They've got a really quality midfield there with Diamanti. Let's go have a quick little look-ski here at their midfield. They've got Lustica, they've got Kilkenny, they've got Payne, Diamanti, and Wales in the midfield, and then Wenzel-Hall's up front. I like their formation of 4-5-1, and I think that works out nicely for them. It's just about the consistency and getting it done. Thomas Stanley's obviously an experienced centre back, but in the same sense, like, he's got some age on him, so you'd be hoping someone like Lescano or Ivanovic is going to be able to break past him and put one in the back of the net. But I don't know, man. Thomas Stanley's an experienced defender. Imai, not too bad. And then Garuccio and Risdon on the right back and the left back and the right back there. It's a tough one to read this game. It's a tough one to read because the Brisbane Roar team lineup looks overall quite average. They look overall quite average. And Western United are quite an older team. So for the Brisbane Roar to win, they just have to have a bit of pace about them. They have to really push the pressure today, not just slow it down, not just to try and maintain possession. Because maintaining possession probably goes down into the favour of the Western United team due to the age. They don't want to play fast. Hayes says, how good was the win? Yeah, good stuff. Football State says, Western United have a bunch of 35-plus-year-old players, but nonetheless, they got huge potential. However, their coach isn't great, and Rudan wasn't great either for them. Yeah, they're still in an absolute mess of a situation. Like they're still. Like I said, they still lost 1-0 to Melbourne Victory early days. They didn't look great early days. And then, they got that 1-0 win over City, which wasn't impressive. City haven't exactly been unbelievable this year. That's why they're not first on the table. And they are first on the table, but they've played 4 games, so they could still go below MacArthur. Well, they are below MacArthur. They could still go below Victory. They could still go below Western United here. They could still go below the Wanderers, if the Wanderers are to win against MacArthur later tonight, which would actually help Melbourne City because then MacArthur stays down with them, but Wanderers would go above them into first position. If results go their way, the Wanderers, who aren't great, could go into first position tonight, which is wild. Even Perth Glory, if Perth Glory win by enough, no, who did Perth play? Oh, no, sorry, they've already played their 4th game, so forget me. Chris Dick says, what's up, Baker? Hello, mate. How we doing? Trucking Donut says, upset on the cards. Raw 2, United 1. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of from you. Josh Plays Cricket says, sub Blaze. Hello, mate. About 10 minutes away here from kickoff, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get it going. Come on. City have started slow, but we can't forget that's how they start. I say this literally every week. Literally every week that they were last halfway through the year. I said this to everyone. No one listens. Half the time, no one listens to me, though. So, I'll say something, and then, halfway through the season, people were like, oh, wait a second, this is happening. I'm like, yeah, well, did kind of say that the entire season so far. I've kind of said that the entire season so far, but yeah, people don't listen. West United $2.30 to win tonight. Brisbane Roar $2.95. Interesting. Yeah, wow. I wasn't expecting that. That's actually not too bad. Obviously, Western United favourites, but that's actually pretty close to equal there. 295 and 225 is usually around that kind of similarity mark. Jay says, Raw smash, get around it. Jay Hayes, he wouldn't have even been awake to see Australia absolutely smack the English. He wouldn't even been awake to see the Australians own the English today. You missed out, Jay. You missed out on us. You missed out on, I think there was one person who was, oh my goodness me. A-League women, 15-1 for Wanderers to win, $1.15 for Sydney FC to win. Wow. I'm predicting 2-0 Raw. Lovely. But yeah, buddy Jay Hayes, it wouldn't even been away. Missed it by 15 minutes. Wait, you weren't there for the stream, were you? Oh, you actually woke up after the whole thing finished. Oh, true. No, buddy, I tell you what, that first start when Gaz got his 400th wicket and then went and got 4 more wickets was just incredible. Absolutely nutso there. It's been raining in Fiji. It's hotty today. It is hot. Football State says, Yule for a national team call if he continues like this, long term or nah. He actually missed an open sitter last night. Yeah, missed an open goal. He missed a literal open goal. Did he actually score last night? I don't think he did he? I don't think he scored in that 4-0 win. I know that Mikkel Tatse scored a couple. He didn't score. Mikkel Tatse scored twice. Murnane scored once. And Benya scored once. Yule didn't actually score, and he missed an open sitter right in front, like an open goal right in front. It's in the highlights, Root, still no ton. Still no ton, mate. It's beautiful. We come into the day with 2 guys there who are both only about 15 away from hitting the ton, the century, and ultimately neither of them get the 100, which was just absolutely fantastic. And, it was all done and dusted there. Had him bowled out by lunch, and then we get Buddy Carey going for a stupid shot for a wicket, I tell you what. But this game's being played at GMHBA Stadium, which is the home of the Geelong Cats, for anyone who doesn't understand a GMHBA Stadium. Because West United don't have a home stadium. So they just travel here, there, everywhere, whether it be Amy Park or whether it be GMHBA, doesn't matter, it's always just somewhere different. Lex L says, what is your score prediction? I want to have a bet. My score prediction, geez, it's difficult, man, because I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, so I want to back in the Raw. But in the same sense, they're last for a reason. But it's only been 3 games, so you don't really look too much into that, but there's a reason why they're last, really. I wouldn't be surprised with an upset here, man. 2-1 win for the Raw. I don't see... If anything, it's 2-1 either way, mate. I think it's either way 2-1. I think that we're either going to see a Raw sneak win here or we're going to see... And that's why the odds are so close in $2.90 and $2.30. They're giving a lot of credit there to the Brisbane Roar. So I'll go 2-1 Raw, but in the same sense, do keep in mind that I am a Raw fan. I'm always going to give advantage to my team, but it is a realistic kind of prediction as well. It could easily be less. It could easily be a 1-0. It could easily be a 1-1. We see a lot of low-scoring games early on in the season. We're still early on in the season. This is only the 4th game of the season. So, yeah, wow. Literally no one there in Victoria. Are they allowed to go to this game? Are people allowed to come watch this game? Are you shitting me? There's no way. No, I don't believe this. I do not believe this. I don't believe this is the crowd. No, no way, no way. I do not believe this is the crowd. I can see like legitimately 20 people in that crowd. Genuinely saying, on that side of the field, I can see literally probably 20 to 30 people. There is no way that this is a legitimate crowd. There is no way. There's no way. I don't believe it. Show us the other side of the stadium. There is no way that you've sold tickets to this on that side of the stadium and there is literally probably 20 people. 20 or 30 people. This is a joke. This is a genuine joke here. The whole top tier, empty. Whole middle tier, empty. The whole bottom tier, there is genuinely less than 50 people over there. Four says Western United, don't be surprised. No, I will be surprised. This is the professional league in Australia. This is the top division league in Australia. I will be surprised. I will be disappointed because there is no way that you can tell me that this team deserved to become a team if they can't even get over 50 goddamn people to a game. I don't believe there's any restrictions, man. I don't believe there's any restrictions. I do not believe there's any restrictions. This is outrageous here. James says, is it raining there? No, there's no rain. There's a bit of cloud around, but in the same sense, like, there's nothing here. I want to see the other side of the stadium, though. I would like to see if there's anyone on this side, but I wouldn't imagine so. I'd imagine they'd be putting tickets. There's no way you wouldn't sell the tickets over that side and you'd sell tickets on this side to prevent it. Football says it is a top division, but they are literally irrelevant, never deserved an A-League team. But that's not the point. The point of the matter is that somebody in their right mind thought that it was the right decision. Someone thought it was the right decision. It's not about the banter here. It's not about the sledging here. This is about the fact that someone decided to choose to put this league in, this team in this league, and this is the shit that we see. Jay says, is Western United a new club or? Yeah, but yes. But you watch when Redcliffe comes in, right? When the Redcliffe Dolphins get a team in 2023, they'll sell out the stadium first game. No restrictions, dude. Just no fans. Stupid. Just ridiculous. They came in 2019. Obviously, the pandemic has impacted, but they promised a stadium. No stadium. Okay, here we go. This will show us both sides. This will show us both sides here. All right, let's see what this crowd's like, eh? Maybe on that side is there a few? Maybe on that side is there a few people there? Shit, I can't see. Oh, there's a couple of people over there in the active area, but like... Okay, that's an okay, like, it's a front area of an active area. There's a front area of an active area. But it's just like, wow. Okay, there's more people on this side. There is more people. It's not great, but there's more people on this side. Truck and Down says, United must be doing something right. There are 8 other teams below them on the table. Yeah, but you got to remember, like they have. They beat City and they beat... Who'd they beat last week again? Sorry, I forgot. No, they beat City and... Who did they beat last week? I can't remember who it was. It was... No, they beat City, and before that they beat Perth Glory. So yeah, 2 decent results there, but in the same sense, we're only 3 games in, and West United haven't really done anything. They're both 1-0, by the way. I'm pretty certain every game involving West United has been 1-0. Yes, the first game of the season was Victory winning 1-0 over Western United. And then the second game was Perth United and Western United won 1-0. And then the third game was Western United winning 1-0 over Melbourne City. So realistically, if you're actually having a bet, you'd probably bet on the low scoring here. If you're having a bet, you'd probably go on the low score. More fans in your stream. Yeah, pretty much, man. More people in the stream than there are at the game at this point. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button. The thumbs up button. The one G was can't speak English. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, and obviously subscribe when you're around here. Very close, obviously 14.1. Very, very close. So smack it. They literally play at 5 or 6 stadiums and would have been a 6-7 if they play at South Melbourne Stadium, but thank goodness South Melbourne rejected. They need smaller stadium, man. Like, this is outrageous. Like, they're not even meant to be a South Melbourne kind of team. Geelong is south of Melbourne. I wouldn't call it South Melbourne, but south of Melbourne in Victoria. And they're actually meant to represent the western area of Victoria, western Melbourne. You know, Blaze has more subscribers than West United fans. No joke. It's not a joke. I do. It's not a joke. Alrighty, here we go. Diamante leading the boys out here. Jamie Young and Dylan Wesley Halls playing their former team for the first time. Here we go. Come on, give us some goals. I don't think so, though. Like I said, 1-0 all 3 games so far for Western United. One of them being a win, one of them being a loss, and 2 of them being a win. Very young team here, the Brisbane Roar lads, though. Very, very young team. And that's the problem. There's no experience. There's no internationals that have any kind of, I guess, relevance. But then again, look at the international relevance of Perk Glory and Daniel Sturridge. So let's go through the team lines here again, guys. Western United, Jamie Young, goalkeeper Joshua Risdon, Tamaki Amaya, Nikolai Double-Stanley, Benjamin Garuscio, midfield Stephen Lustica, Neil Kilkenny. In the defensive mid with Alessandro Diamanti, Lachlan Wales, and Connor Payne in the mids, and then Wenzel Halls up front. Scott Pires Milanovic, okay, can't read the rest of it. John Aloisi as their coach. They're playing a bit of a 4-5-1 here today, or 4-2-3-1 technically, but kind of. Sneaky Whiskey and Coke and Cup. No, it's just Coke Zero, mate. It's just Coke Zero. If Wenzel Hall scores and celebrate, would you be fine with it? No, he's a wanker. Love his brother, but Dylan Wenzel Halls did me wrong. I always think of him as a wanker. And he knows it too. He knows it too, but I'm not getting into that on a public forum. Looking at Brisbane Roar here, Macklin Freak as a goalkeeper with Kai Truan, Scott Neville, Anton Milanaric, and Corey Brown. Nikola Milasinic, Jay O'Shea, Jesse Daly, and Rama Akbari in the midfield, and then Luka Ivanovic and Juan Eduardo Lascano up front. They're playing a bit of a 4-4-2 here, and Bryans is off the bottom tonight, mate. Well, if they draw, do they go off the bottom? They would not. They would need to win. They would need a win here, Brian. So, yes, mate. Absolutely. Up and at 'em. Let's go, Raw, mate. Absolutely up and at 'em. Paticas, where are the fans? I've already lost my shit, Patica. If you go back maybe 10 minutes ago on the stream, I've already lost my shit at the diabolical state of this league. To have decided to allow this team to get a team. Football says his freak isn't a freak, though. He isn't a good keeper. I wouldn't say he's bad, but he's not great. I wouldn't say he's terrible, but he's not fantastic at all. He's not as good as Jamie Young or Theo. And we've had a very good history with we've had a very good history with goalkeepers at the Brisbane Roar. So unfortunately, he's just kind of not living up to the expectations of what we would normally have as a keeper. I ranted about the attendance a few minutes ago. I did. But he not happy with it, mate. Not happy that some moron decided, you know what? Let's give this place a team, even though we've already got 2 Victorian teams. And even though one of those Victorian teams already struggles for attendance because they don't have support because everyone who's in Victoria is already going for the victory. But you know what? Let's give it to another team in which we'll take even more fans from the others. And we haven't done any due diligence and research to know that what they're saying is true, and the fact that they've already got a fan base, or the fact that they're building a stadium. Obviously says 2-1 dealer's choice. Exactly what I said, Obviously. Exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said, mate. 2-1, literally, honestly, either team. I'll get around Raw, but then again, you've got to remember that all 3 games so far this season for Western United have been 1-0ers, whether it be victory, losing 1-0, or beating Perth 1-0 and Melbourne City 1-0. But alrighty, here we go. Nathan Moore says, hi. Hello, mate. How we doing? Football says that the population is large enough for a team that represents a part of the state. Yeah, but like Victory already, and even Melbourne Heart to an extent, but Victory had already a large population of it. But anyway, guys, we're underway here. Brisbane Roar will start off with the ball. Victory already had the large population. It's like Wanderers and Sydney FC. Mainly Wanderers, but, Western Sydney encapsulates Western Sydney, and Campbelltown technically is Western Sydney, right? So they call it Southwest Sydney, but it's still West. But anyway, the point of the matter is that, it just doesn't make sense why they're really focusing on these rivalries. You can't build in these areas. Go to a new area where they've got Wollongong. Go to Canberra. Why would you not bring in Canberra? And yet we've got Western United here who don't have their own stadium, and they are just diabolical. Lex says Western United should never have been given a license. Victoria City should have been developed further. No room for United here. I would agree. And just because they're getting results, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means that they're winning for no one. Who are they winning for? Well, 50 fans who are here? There's actually half the same as Brisbane Roar fans right there. I can see some Roar fans down there. At GMHBA, Canberra, Wollongong, and Tassie. No. Gold Coast will be getting a team before Tassie. But then again, if you take away MacArthur, you give that to Wollongong, then you give the other spot from Western United to the Gold Coast. Anyway, to be honest with you, Because Macarthur, realistically, are in a very similar position to... They've got probably more... I'd say that Macarthur have more fans than Western United, though. The guy says Macarthur is kind of like its own area. It kind of is. Kind of. It's still Western Sydney, but it's kind of. But they've still got similar issues. Like, they have a bigger supporter base than Western United. That was proven to me last year when Sydney FC took on Macarthur, and I was at the game at Cogra, and they brought a decent amount. They did bring a decent amount. Football State says, I hope no international fans are watching this. They'd say, what the hell is that attendance? Usually, people who watch the A-League, like there are some Americans around, there are some Europeans who tune in, and Mexicans and whatnot, but majority of the time you're going to see Asians, like in India or Japan, Vietnam, a lot of the gambling countries like Indonesia, Philippines and whatnot. 1 second here, West United chance here, cleared away there by Brisbane. Well, not cleared away, but blocked away by the Brisbane Roar. You'll see a lot of the gambling countries getting around this league because it's just such a diabolical league that they find that it's a lot of good bets can be made there. But West United here, left-hand side, down there. No, there'll be a throw-in here for West United. So, yeah, they're used to this kind of crowd, like, I guess. A lot of those countries have places, maybe not Japan, they get good crowds, but, like, a lot of those other countries, I don't know what their crowds be looking at. They probably do get more crowds than this, to be honest with you. Macarthur is slightly better than Western United. Yeah, I would agree. They've got more fans. With the virus, I don't think people would be shocked at low crowds. Yeah, I think that a lot of the countries around the world would also be thinking that people can't go to this game, and they wouldn't have anywhere to explain that people can go to this game, but they just don't want to go to this game. And I guess it's not a big game anyway. It's not like the Brisbane Roar or anything special right now. Usually the big games bring the big crowds, and usually you get a pretty basic level of support, and then with the bigger games, gets the more people, obviously. The guy says, do you think the A-League should be moved to winter? Why? Okay, compete with NRL. Like, no one's going to go to the NRL. No one's going to the A-League over the NRL or AFL. I just don't get why this argument is even a thing. I really don't. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get why people keep bringing this up. Like, what is the point? Cardiff, we won easy. We won very easy, Australia. But what is the point of the discussion? Like, why would you put the A-League on when they're currently struggling for numbers? Why would you put it then on to compete with the NRL or the AFL? It can't even compete with the BBL, this, right? Can't even compete with the BBL. It can't even compete with even Super Rugby numbers better than this. Even Super Rugby numbers, Australia's been a shithouse for 20 years, and even Super Rugby numbers are better than this. Brisbane Roar here, left-hand side, chance, no, cleared away. Should be a question, but why are Brisbane in their alternative kit? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just like a special occasion, or maybe the away kit. I don't know, actually. Maybe just because it looks cool. Maybe it just looks cool. Football State says, to be fair, even some NPL clubs have more fans than Western. Yeah, Olympic FC in Brisbane. Brisbane Olympic have more fans, in my opinion. When I was there for the Brisbane Olympic versus, I think it was Adelaide, it was a 3-2-er. The vlog did come out in the FFA Cup. There was more fans there than there are here. And that was years ago, That was 2 years ago in Brisbane, 2019. That was a really fun game to attend, actually. So 5 minutes gone here. Brisbane Roar the ball. Korokoro says, sorry, mate, I missed your prediction. Draw. I've gone 2-1 Roar, but honestly, it's 2-1 either way, in my opinion. Either way, Western United 2-1 or Brisbane Roar 2-1. But then again, that's a terrible pass there from Roar, but Diamanti, and that's going to be deflected for a corner. Corner. Svan says, Bar. What are we, buddy? What are we doing in Bar? What are we doing, Bar? That is terrible defense there to just give that all straight to Diamanti. They are pressuring though. City United as well, I think. Maybe. I don't know too much about that. All I know is from personal experience that Brisbane Olympic is pretty sizey. Comparatively for an NPL team compared to this being an A-League team. And it does obviously... Oh, Chancey West United! Okay, Malcolm Freak will get the ball. Freak, easy grab there. Crichton says South Melbourne is huge. South Melbourne have a pretty solid supporter base, yeah. Who else will be up there? I guess AP or Leichhardt, maybe. Do they Leichhardt have a good one? I know they're a good team. They knocked out the Wanderers in the FFA Cup. But like AP or Leichhardt, maybe. Who else? Maybe there's a Greek team, isn't there, in Sydney somewhere? Sydney something. Not Sydney United. I'm talking about some other. I think it's like a Greek team or Italian team of some sort in the NPL. Nathan Ward. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, so I'm getting around the Roar. I don't really have, like, I'm not going to lose sleep tonight if they lose, but in the same sense, they are still technically my team. Chrissy says, want to go Wolves. Wolves have a decent supporter base, Chrissy, but in the same sense, it's not really, it's okay, I think they definitely have a bigger supporter base than Western United, though. They have a lot more of a following, because Western United, did they actually derive from a club? Like, were they a club before becoming an A-League team? This is a question that I genuinely have. I'm not being, a joke or asking a stupid question. Were they even a club, or did they just get built? Did they just get built? Like Sydney Olympic. No, there's a Greek club in Sydney. There's like a specific Greek one. Football State says APO have a decent number of fans. Not sure if it's 1K or not. No, they weren't a club. So they were just created. They weren't a club that just got built. So stupid. Who thinks that's a good idea? Like, if anything, that's why they have no fans. Give it to South Melbourne. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do a Victorian club, South Melbourne. Like, why not? At least they've got some fan base there. At least they're in Victoria where you want to go to create rivalry. Like, they're going to take away fans from the Victorian city. Oh, it should be a goal here. Saved by Freak. Wow, Wenzel Halls went for a goal there, but Freak will get a good save there. Sydney Olympic is the Greek club. Oh, okay, that must be the Greek one. Then South Melbourne and Oakley are the two biggest Greek clubs in Victoria. Yeah. South Melbourne deserved it, yeah. Well, realistically, no. The two teams that realistically deserved it is probably Canberra and then either Wollongong or the Gold Coast. Just don't use Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. Real simple. Like, utilise a small stadium like what Redcliffe are doing with the Brisbane Roar. Utilise a stadium like that. There is other places you can utilise in Australia. They've just got to understand the size of this league. It's understanding the size of this league and understanding that we are not the Premier League. We are not these big teams with big supporter bases that have been going for over hundreds of years. And we don't have the same history, and we have a lack of trust with the league because of what happened in 2016. It's all about that. So whether you go to Tweed, or whether you go to Burleigh, or whether you go to a Runaway Bay, use a stadium that's not Seabus, and then you won't look like an idiot when 5,000 people turn up to the Gold Coast. Because at least 5,000 goddamn people would turn up to Gold Coast games. Just want to throw that out there. At least 5,000 people. This was classed as a bad crowd back then. Look at this. I guarantee you they'll tell you this is about 5,000. Bullshit. There's no way this is 5,000 supporters here. No way. There's no way. But people complain about Gold Coast United only bringing 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Oh, chance here for Ivanovic, Brisbane Roar. Chance. Oh, Jay, that was just too obvious. That's just too obvious, man. That's just too obvious. That's just way too obvious, mate. Oh, that's a throw-in, surely. Yep, throw him. As if we wouldn't see that one. Like, that's just stupid. Sebastian Space smashed him in the face. He just gone buddy boom boom bow. Christian says they clearly don't have the fan base in most sports. It's shown in NRL and AFL as well. What do you mean? What's shown in NRL and AFL? Christian says the Gold Coast had its chance. What are you talking about in regards to rugby league? When Gold Coast was successful, the crowds were selling out week in, week out. When the Gold Coast was shit, which they have been for a while now, their crowds dipped. And now that the Gold Coast are returning to being good, decent again, have you seen the crowd numbers? It's back above the 10 to 15K, which is what most teams are. I don't know what type of thing you're talking about there. Gold Coast did not have its chance. The only reason the Gold Coast lost their team was because of the fact Clive Palmer decided, 1 second here, Western United, your chance should be a goal. Saved by Freak. Oh, it should be game. Wenzel Halls, you are a goose. Oh my God, all the time in the world. How did you miss that? How did they miss that? I don't think you understand why the Gold Coast got kicked out, Christian, with that one. I don't think you understand why they got kicked out. AFL, Queensland's never going to be an AFL state. But I don't think you understand why Gold Coast got kicked out. They didn't get kicked out because of lack of numbers, mate. They didn't get kicked out because of lack of financials. They got kicked out because Clive Palmer decided, he said, I want to advertise my company, my brand. And the league said, no, you can't do that. And he goes, I'm going to do that. And they go, no, you can't do that. He goes, I'm going to do it. Watch me. They said, listen, you can't do that. So what does he do? He goes and does it. He goes and does it. And guess what? They lose their contract. They lose their license because the A-League says you can't do that. It's all because of that douchebag that the Gold Coast lost their team. Has nothing to do with the supporters. Had nothing to do with any of that. Gold Coast is a place that you need to be successful to have supporter base. But to talk about the Titans specifically, like that's so misinformed in regards to them not having a supporter base. It's just because they've been poor. Go and have a look at the Sharks. The Sharks' numbers have been ridiculously down in Cronulla, but you wouldn't talk about that. Go and have a look at all these other teams. Go and have a look at the Broncos, right? They had an average of like 35,000 attendance. And then when they got shit, they're now down to like 24,000, 25,000. But no one wants to talk about that because it's still 24,000, 25,000. But the point of the matter is that every team, when they're not good, they lose their core. They lose the core fans who go to the game. They watch the game at home, but they don't. Oh, chance for the Roar, cleared away. Oh, chance again for the Roar. Edge of the box. Edge of the box. Edge of the box. Corner, 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 corner. Corner, corner, corner. 12 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. League Zone commentary says Gold Coast should get a BBL team. Metricon is a great stadium for cricket, and they had a large crowd when the Heat played there for a bit. Yes, absolutely. BBL's, yes. David Nance's prediction. My prediction is 2-1 Roar, but it could easily be 2-1 Western United. But they had a really good opportunity there, and Dylan Wenzel-Laws missed it. Xavier Brown, no, I have not been to New Zealand since I was a baby, so I can't wait to go to Wellington or New Zealand next year, hopefully, and do some vlogs with Super Rugby, Warriors, and you maybe get to an A-League game. We'll see how we go, but then again, that's if they can do it, And I don't think the Warriors will get to play later on in the year. Brisbane Roar chance here. Oh, no, he couldn't get the ball nicely. Over the top here. Jamie Young gets the ball. League Zone comment, that's right. Damien says, is that an attempt of ASMR? We do that every single time there's a corner here, mate. You'll get used to it, don't you? You'll get used to it, mate. You'll get used to it. Tommy says there's a lot of fair weather fans in Australia. Yeah, but I'll explain why. All right, 1 second. I just got to get this. I'll be back. I'm on stream 24/7, so I can jump off at times. All right, we're back. The reason why there's a lot of fair weather fans in Australia is, one, the history is not there compared. 2, we've got a population of 26 million compared to populations of 360 million for the country that you're probably talking about. And also in regards to England, who have a population of about 80 million. Plus also have a lot, 1 second here. Oh, defense from the Roar. It's actually not too bad of a game. Pretty exciting. People always support their team, but they just don't go to the game. Right? There's no point going to a game if you're expecting a loss. There's not everyone who's like me. There's not everyone like me who'll fly from Victoria for every single game in 2015 for the Titans, expecting a loss and getting a loss normally. This was before I even have YouTube. I don't do this for YouTube. I did it because I loved the game and I loved the team, right? You got to expect that everywhere. Go and have a look at San Francisco 49ers a couple of years back when they were shit house. They didn't get crowds. But everyone has this narrative like it's only Australia. It's like, no, it's not. It's not only Australia, man. San Francisco 49ers, I'll tell you right now, I've been to Chicago Bulls games before that no one's gone to. That's going to be a goal kick here for the Roar. No, corner. No, it is a goal. It is a goal kick. But yeah, like I've been personally to Chicago Bulls games that have no one there. I've been to Chicago Cubs games when no one's there. I went to the San Francisco Giants games and no one was there. Look at those populations. You know why? Because they weren't good at the time. The Giants weren't good. The 49ers weren't good. Chicago Bulls, we haven't been good until this year. So that's the point. Like, just because everyone has this narrative that Australians are fair weather and don't go, it's like literally everywhere in the world does it, but you just don't notice it because it's so evident in this especially this sport. It's so evident because there's only 10, 12 teams compared to 30, 32 teams that you can kind of skip past these kind of things because you see, oh, look, Golden State Warriors, they're still getting good crowds. Brisbane Roar here, free kick to West United. Where the Golden State Warriors, they're still doing good crowds. Milwaukee Bucks, they're still doing good crowds. You go and have a look at a Milwaukee Bucks game from 2012, and I guarantee you'll be back and you'll be like, holy shit. Byron Davis says, I swear if Raw concede one goal, then another goal 3 minutes later, I'll be pissed. Yes, it's happened multiple times this year. Not last week, but the first 2 games here it happened. Football says it's not only Australia, but we have a very large number of fake fans, unfortunately, much less than other countries. I would say comparatively, USA would be very similar. Maybe not Premier League. English football's different. I would say compared to English football, yes. But do we want to talk about Sunderland? Do we want to talk about how many fans Sunderland had when they were in the Premier League at the Stadium of Light? And we want to talk about what they have fan base now-wise at at home when they're in League One? No. 1 second here. Chance here. That's going to be a throw in. Say, Brad said our tickets are cheap and that's why people don't go. EPL tickets are expensive, so they make the effort to go. There is that, but there is kind of that cheaper tickets. These aren't. I think these tickets are still like $30 to $40, aren't they? You're not going to pay a high price for a ticket and not go. Exactly right with the Premier League. But the Premier League is an experience. It's like Wrigley Field, right? Chicago with the Cubs. It's an experience. You don't go there to. Not many people actually go there to watch the game. They actually go there just to get drunk and have an experience. That's just kind of how it is. Say, football says Sunderland. Exactly right. Sunderland are an example. There are multiple teams that can completely prove this wrong in regards to championship level and League One level. They still got good crowds. 1 second here. Doncaster, sorry. That's going to be blocked away by the Brisbane Roar. Who's that team that travelled the other day? Were very nice. It was maybe MK. No, it wasn't MK. I can't remember who it was, but there was a decent team the other day. A team in League One who travelled very nicely away to Wickham or something like that. In the, I think it was League One. But that's because of the experience. You're going, you're chanting, you're getting an atmosphere. Why would you want to go to this game? You could easily watch this right now on BKR Sport. You could easily watch this right now on Paramount Plus, Fox Sports, whatever. By giving the rights to the Paramount Plus, who offered the most money, but by utilising this option and taking this sponsorship, they were always going to lose fans too, because no one's going to pay the price for Paramount Plus to watch this nonsense. Leagues on commentary. So I went to a Rockets-Clippers game a couple of years ago, and it was a huge crowd because the Rockets had CP3 and Harden, but now Houston crowds have more empty seats than filled seats. Exactly, and you know why? Because they're shit. They've actually got 6 or 7 games in a row right now, and they're doing pretty well. That's a free kick against the Roar. Free kick to West United. I'll take it. That's because the Rockets are shit now. Yeah, look, they've been doing nicely in the last couple of games, but still have no crowds. You know why? Because people realise they're not making the playoffs. They can have a 6-7 game win streak and still not make the playoffs. Even though they beat the Nets, the Chicago Bulls, and the Charlotte Hornets in that time span, they're still shit, right? And people aren't going to. People take you got to remember, going to a game, right? Let's assume people are on a minimum wage. Minimum wage in America is different, but let's assume Australia's minimum wage. I think it's what is Australia's minimum wage? 22 an hour? Shit, I don't even know, mate. I don't even know. What's Australia's minimum wage? Is it 22? I'll wait to say what I need to say once someone says what Australia's minimum wage is. 19 minutes gone here. Brisbane Roar with the ball. Yeah, but let's even assume. Let's just assume it's 22. 1 second here. Brisbane Roar. Ivanovic goes down the right-hand side. They're going to cut back onto the inside. Chance here for the Roar. That was close. That was very close. But he will not get it. No. He will not get it. Ivanovic was nice there, though. But let's assume that the minimum wage in Australia is $22, right, an hour. Okay, so that now costs a Gold Coast Titans ticket, for example, is $30. You're having to work an hour and a half just to go to that game. And it's an hour and a half of working is tough. I know 1 second here, West United here, chance, $20. We'll assume, okay, $20. Okay, it's going to be a corner. Take that, Damien. Take that, ASMR. 20 minutes gone here, guys. Bang, bang, thumbs up, subscribe, let's go. Smack it. But let's just say, okay, so let's go $20. So yeah, that's to go to a game like this, which is probably $25 or something like that. Thank you. 1 second. I'll move that. Yeah, thank you. To go to a game, you're having to, work for an hour and a half, which is tough. People don't want to work for an hour and a half. So that's why people don't go to the games, because it's a lot of money to be spending on something that is going to be shithouse. If your team's not going to win, it's going to be shithouse. 1 second, cleared away there. Chance for the United. Raw cleared away again. West United again. Chance. Straight to the keeper. You guys get what I'm saying. Cheapest soccer tickets are $20. Best tickets are like $200 in a box. Yeah, but you're not going to pay $200. The only people who use boxes are either someone who's having a special occasion or business people who want to pretend like they're something. And they may be something. I don't care. But, boxes are great, but you don't really get the atmosphere as much in there. You're going to go there to have a meeting. That's why you see a lot of corporates and stuff up there, because they go to have business meetings. So pretend like they know what's going on, but realistically, they're just there to show off that they can have a box at a professional sport. You know what I'm saying? Jay Hayes says, I only get 10 cents a Muppet. I have to work a full week to buy a ticket for a game. Yeah. Well, when you get old mate Anarchus still creating fake accounts. Still creating fake accounts just to talk shit to you. As if we wouldn't have known that was like him, this Svan dude, As if he would think, how would you ever have thought at any stage there that we weren't going to know? We did hit 500 subscribers on BK Travel. Yes, absolutely. West United here. Chance. Again, Brisbane Roar away. West United again. Terrible. Oh my God. That was one of the worst clearances you're ever going to see. That was one of the worst clearances you're ever going to see. Still West United. That's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick till it went through the holes. That's the goal kick, mate. Don't you buddy try to get this cheeky penalty, mate. Don't you do it, mate. Don't you do it. Shay says, why does he even bother? I don't know, man. I think he's lonely, mate. He's lonely and he wants your attention, man. He wants your attention. How good is this? I got a coffee mate with me, mate. Look at me fly. Look at me fly, mate. I'm flying, mate. Oh my God, too good. Too good. We are here for 2 games. We do have the Adelaide United vs Melbourne Victory game on right after this, which is a big rivalry, guys. If you don't know about that one, that's the original rivalry in the A-League. Original rivalry in the A-League. But that's a good chat. Like, sometimes we talk about the game. Sometimes that's a good chat. And it's no one's right, and no one's wrong. That's my opinion that I say that. No one's necessarily wrong in that situation. Like, if you think that the Gold Coast don't deserve a team because they've had their chance, it's like, okay, well, no, because that's kind of you saying that the Titans have no fans, which I know for a fact isn't true. And I know that the Titans have a very similar amount of members to the Cronulla Sharks, but no one talks about that. I know that the Titans have a very similar amount of members to the New Zealand Warriors, but no one talks about that. It's a whole country. But yet we're going to bring another NRL team into the New Zealand. There's a video coming out on Monday about this, by the way, guys. I will be referring to that Christchurch situation with the NRL. But, no one talks about all this other shit. There's a narrative with the Gold Coast that sport goes to die there. It's like, okay, I get the Gold Coast Blaze and I get Gold Coast United and I get the previous NRL franchises, rugby league franchises. But, obviously, the Titans are not going away. The AFL, there's no way would they get rid of the Gold Coast Suns. They're there to stay. BBL is going to have a team in the Gold Coast in the very near future. It's a fact. They've already basically said it. And when you start hearing things like this, where everyone's talking quite frequently about it inside the sport, you know about it beforehand. It's like when Hobart got mentioned as a 5th test. We knew about that days before it happened because people were already talking about it. So that means that someone's leaked it somewhere and it's come out. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire. The Gold Coast will get a team there. I'm just telling you right now, Canberra and Wollongong and Tassie and Gold Coast are the 4 places. Anyone who says New Zealand, I'm sorry, no. Even Tasmania, they're already focusing around. The only reason Tasmania is not one of the focuses for me is because 1, they've just got a new NBL team. 2, they've got the BBL there. 3, the AFL is trying to create a team down there. That's why they keep taking Hawthorn games down there. They want to create a supporter base in Tasmania so they can go down there. So that's another team that they're already considering, which is on a major level, major level. I don't even want to risk 1 second here. Western United inside the box here. Oh my God, again. How is that? I don't know how that wasn't an own goal. I don't know how that wasn't an own goal there, but that will be a corner here. Corner. Xavier Brown says, talking about Australia's sport ticket prices, Melbourne Rebels season membership is $100. $100 for a season membership is pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Melbourne Rebels still get a decent crowd done there, but for that reason, probably. I tell you what, the Waratahs may be different, but the Reds still get a decent supporter base. The Rebels don't get a bad crowd. I was there a couple of years. This is a while ago now. Actually, I was at university in Victoria. That would have been 2015. That would have been 6 years ago, 7 years ago. But Melbourne Rebels don't have terrible crowds, man. League's own commentary is not sure if I want another New Zealand NRL team. I do, but I'll speak about that on Monday. I think it's a really good idea. Gives the Warriors a reason to hate a rivalry, you know what I'm saying? The Warriors don't really have a rivalry. The biggest Warriors rivalry would arguably be Titans or Storm, and that's just simply because there's a lot of Kiwis on the Gold Coast, and we're the two newest teams, I guess, and plus the Storm, because they had that rivalry beforehand. The Storm don't give a shit about the Warriors. Like, the only team, I don't think anyone really has a rivalry with the Warriors. They're just always Australia versus New Zealand in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So corner here, go on, for Western United. 4 corners to 1. Western United have been the better team in this first half, but they just can't seem to score. No wonder all their scores are 1-0. Brisbane Roar's defense has been solid when it gets to the final product. And that's going to be cleared away. Damien says this game needs a goal. It does. But in the same sense, there's a reason why it's not having a goal yet. There's a reason why. I didn't realize it was still daylight outside. It does need a goal, but like Western United games are always low scoring this year. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Xavier Brown says, kids are free Waratahs. This proves they know they don't get fans anymore. Well, no, but that's not necessarily right. Like, I disagree. In regards to America, man, not a lot of people understand this, but every time you go to an American sport, they give you something for free. You know, you get a shirt, or you get a hat, you know, you get a bobblehead, you get... there's so many promotions that encourage you to go to games. Half the time people go to Chicago Bulls games because they know they're going to get a bubblehead or they're going to get a shirt. Or when I went to a Blackhawks game, I got that really cool green fedora that I would never ever wear in my life. And actually at the end of the game, we won 7-0 in that game with the Blackhawks, and everyone started throwing their bloody hat onto the actual arena. Onto the ice, which was quite funny. The vlog is on the channel. I think we won 7-0 over the Coyotes, maybe. Arizona Coyotes. And yeah, everyone was so happy they threw their free hat on there. And I actually, funnily enough, I don't know if I said this on the vlog, that night, that green fedora I sold for $50 American. $50 American. So Irish is a very big thing in Chicago, and it was just before St. Paddy's Day. And someone came to me and said, would you like your hat? And I said, yeah, well, it's free. I like my hat. They're like, I'll give you $50. And this is American, $50 American for it. And I was like, okay, it was a green fedora. I was just going to keep it just because it was great. It was cool, but I would never wear a fedora, ever, especially green. That's a goal kick here for Western United. And anyway, they gave me $50 for it, and I went and bought an actual Chicago Blackhawks hat. And still had like $20 spare. No, I think I had $10 spare. I think it was $40 American. So I turned that free product that I got at the game into an extra $50 and then got an actual Chicago Blackhawks hat. And then also got $10 spare to go and grab buddy some donut from Donut King or some shit. Adrian Pinochi says, Wanderers versus Bulls prediction. I'll take a 1-1 draw, to be honest with you, Adrian Pinochi. I'll probably take a 1-1 draw. I think Wanderers' defense aren't terrible. Luke Ultra says, greetings. Hello, Luke Ultra. 2-1 Bulls. 2-1 Bulls. I don't know. I'm taking a 1-1 draw there. And that's a goal kick. Oh, wow. That's definitely a goal kick. Victory game. I'll be streaming the victory game, but I will go with I'll go 3-1 victory. I think victory will bounce back. Maybe even 3, maybe even 2-1. Maybe even 2-1. I think I'll go victory to win that one. I haven't been impressed with Adelaide at all so far this season, realistically. Ricardo Corneo, which is Blaze MLS final. I don't actually follow the MLS, but let me go have a look who's playing. Chicago Fire in it? I don't think so. All I know, I got a Chicago Fire scarf right here. Portland versus New York City. I got to get around my boys New York City FC, but in the same sense, where did Chicago come this year? I don't know, Ricardo. I'm not the right guy to be asking about the MLS, my guy. I watch too much sports to focus on the MLS too, but I don't know. I'll go New York City FC, man. Just because that Chicago came third last. Nice. That's what we like to see without the like to see part. That's terrible. 9, and don't they play? Chicago play at Soldier Field now too. I don't think they play at SeaGeek anymore. I think they play at Soldier Field. New England were first, and they're not even in the final. Oh, that's the Eastern Conference. Oh my God, they're even worse. Adelaide will hit back, I hope. I just don't see it, Damien. There's nothing exciting about them. There's nothing really up front that I really care too much about. They're not the same fast-paced, kind of energetic team that goes through the attack anymore. They're very midfielder defensive based, in my opinion. League's no commentary says, I think 2-1 victory. Luke Ultra says 2-0 victory. Well, Damien's an Adelaide fan, so you got to take that into account, Luke Ultra. You got to take that one into account, that he's an Adelaide fan. 31 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. Let's go. Let's go. Look, God says I go for victory. I'm saying that victory will get it done. Yeah, well then your opinion, just like his opinion, is kind of a bit askew because you just got to like, you guys are fans of the specific teams. I don't really care about the result of the game. My team is simply not making the finals this year unless they can be a lot better than what I'm watching right now. I know that it is still currently 0-0, but like still, man, gee whiz. Thank you very much to Sonu Nigam for subscribing. Jay says, hit that like button, also subscribe. Exactly right. There you go. See, he's telling you to do it. He's telling you to do it right now. So that means you have to do it. Luke says, like to say, well, I'm very well aware you have, because this is not the first time you've been here. But in regards to, we're just saying that for people who haven't already. But 32 minutes gone, he's still 0-0. Honestly, this is getting really shithouse at Brisbane Roar. Can't score ever. They never score, man. Why no score ever? Why no goal? Why not ever goal? Why no goal ever? Ever, ever, ever. I never see goal with Brisbane Roar. They lose 3-0 to victory. They've scored 1 goal all season. One goal all season. Oscar Rosado says New York City ML or B or both teams. Oh, NYC ML or both teams to score, or Valentine Castellanos to score. Or maybe he's helping you out in regards to the MLS. Maybe that's what. Oh, New York City. Okay, so what he's saying is New York City to win, both teams to score, and Castellanos to score. I think that's what Oscar's saying. For Mr. Ricardo Corneo. But I'm going to back the Chicago Fire to win it. They're not in the game, but I'll still back them to win. Just because I do what I want. It's a fact. I do what I want. We've got the Bulls game tomorrow, though. We'll be showing that one. Looking forward to having one player play for us because all our other players are out with the COVID protocol. As we take on the Miami Heat in Miami, too. Yikes. Yeah, yikes. So, Western United here. Hey, League Ultra, please keep it to like 1 comment or 2 comments. Like, don't just kind of spam it, you know what I'm saying? keep it to like 1 comment. I have Western United, ML. Well, it doesn't surprise me, Oscar. They probably should win this game. They are the favourites, but they're also not a consistent team. They're a team, and also, like I said, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 2 wins, 1 loss. That's their scoreline. So when you're only winning 1-0 or losing 1-0, it means that you're very bang average, in my personal opinion. It means that, yeah, you got that goal. But it's kind of around that neutral area, like, it's touched the referee. So he'll stop that for a free kick here, kind of. Oscar, appreciate you, dude. But yeah, it's a tough one with Western United, man. They're a very hard team to bet in. The whole A-League is very difficult to bet with, but they're specifically a very tough team because they are so bang average sometimes, and they can also be pretty fun to watch. Like, obviously, last year when we saw Western United have a couple of games that were like 5-4, which was crazy. Their defense was shocking, but their attack was just unbelievable. Oh, he went for the flick, but he's also a flick at arena of his own head. He's pretty shocking. What is he doing? It could be a red card here. Oh, it could be a yellow card. Wow, lucky there, Risen. Did Risen used to play with the Raw? Did Risen used to play with the Raw? Not sure. I think Western United do win. I don't know, man. They've not looked great in this game. They've had about 100 shots and can't do shit. That's a yellow card, absolutely. I swear Risen used to play with the Raw, didn't he? Grad says hello. Hello, mate. All right, there's nothing malicious in it, but it's definitely still a yellow card. So 10 minutes to go here, the first half. I haven't really seen a fantastic opportunity for the Raw. Raw haven't been bad, but the Raw haven't been good, which is, I guess, the definition of the Raw week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. Oh, that's right. I should refresh this. Because this score will update, especially for the next game. It'll update for both those games as well. If I refresh this, then you guys can see what the result means whilst the game is currently going on. Because see, there it goes. It shows you the draw will put Western United into 3rd position right now. All chance here for the Brisbane Roar, though, just outside the edge of the box. I just need to fix it a little bit here so it looks a lot better. There we go. Oscar says, will you be streaming the later League A games? Yeah, man. I stream every A-League game that I possibly can. We do cricket as well. We do basketball as well. We do, rugby league. We do everything, man. So whatever I can do, I do. But yeah, I'll be doing the Adelaide United versus Melbourne Victory game later on today, which will be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one. Hopefully Adelaide can be better than what they've been. And Victory had a bad loss last week, but in the same sense, are a better team than what they have been the most recent couple of years, especially last year. They were just absolutely woeful last year. Absolutely, just simply woeful last year. But all teams go through it. Brisbane Roar used to be very successful, and now they are also absolutely woeful currently. But Daly here, chance here for the Brisbane Roar. Inside the edge of the box, inside the box. Back on the inside, still Roar with the ball here. Still Roar with the ball. And back on the inside, chance. Cleared away, but still Roar here. There's a bit of an opportunity here, and then they don't know how to do shit. Georgia says, approximately how much attendance do you think there will be in the Melbourne Derby? Melbourne Derby, as in City versus Victory. When are they playing? When is Victory playing City? I swear they already played it. No, they didn't play yet. I don't know. I don't know what City will bring, to be honest with you. It's interesting to see what the crowds are like this year. Look at this game, for example. There's 2.5 people there, and that's their mothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's their sister and family. Brian's close with sellout next week. Oh, next week? Oh, true. Close with sellout? Is it really? I guess that is a good game nowadays. You know, Victory is a good team again, and City are a good team. Then again, they did, take 87 minutes to beat Perth and lost 3-0. They lost 1-0 to West United last week. But it's a good game now. And, well, I was talking about, Victory lost 3-0 last week. So 37 minutes gone here. Gee whiz. Sometimes when I stream for a long time, my nose gets very itchy, and I'm always itching it. So right-hand side here, 37.5 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. West United with the better opportunities. A clear opportunity for Wenzel Halls, but he missed it because he's a shonker. Mr. Shonky McShonk. So left-hand side here. Can we see a goal from Roar? Can we see a goal from Roar? It's been over 180 minutes since we've seen a damn well goal. It's actually been longer. It's probably been over 200 minutes. It's been over 200 minutes since we have seen the Roar score a goal. It's getting shit house. Please get a striker. But the owners don't ever want to pay for shit. The Brisbane Roar suck. They can't score a goal. Come on, man. Truly, I think it's is it still Thai ownership? I think it's the Thailand owners who still own the Roar, isn't it? I think it is. They still don't pay anything. They don't put any financials into the club ever. Ever. 39 minutes gone here. And Imai goes down the right-hand side. When was the last time the Roar made a nice signing? It's been a while. I know the pandemic is a big part for that, though. Who are the ownership? Let's go have a look here quickly at the ownership. Brisbane Roar owners. I'm pretty certain it's Thai. Or somewhere in that region. Brisbane Roar ownership, the Bakri Group. Are they Thai? Is they Thai? Someone who says, I think they're Indonesian. Yeah, they might be. The ones that own the Brisbane Roar, according to the ABC documentary about all the foreigners are in the A-League clubs. Yeah, I think it's the Bakris. Bakris bat away $18 million bid to buy Brisbane Roar. See, that was the bullshit thing. Back in 2019, someone was trying to buy the Brisbane Roar and the Bakris rejected it. It's like, you don't put any money into this club. Bakris Group. Bakris Group. Here we go. Let's go see. The Bakris Group is an Indonesian conglomerate. Yeah, absolutely. Founded by Ahmad Bakri. Hey, Ahmad Bakri, can you do something, please? Can I get a stick and just poke you? Say, do something, please? But then again, we all saw that obviously with Newcastle, just because people hate their ownership, it takes a while to be swapping around. You know, Ashley took a while. Ashley took a while to get out of there. So Brisbane Roar down the left-hand side. No, okay, still Roar here, and they're going to cross the ball over the top. I don't think that's who he was passing that to. It went to the middle, but I don't think that was actually who he was trying to get that ball to. Wait, who's the worst attack up against the equal best defense? Okay, so yeah, Western United are the equal best defense. Oh, chance here. Brisbane Roar inside the box. Inside the box here. Can we see a goal for the first time in luck buddy ever for the Brisbane Roar? Chance here at the edge of the box. They've ruined their chance. They're still going. Nothing happening. We're going to see nothing. Shit, man. Oh, my God. He's going to pass it straight away. Oh, here we go. Oh, blocked away. Blocked away. Jordan McCoy says, for me, it's literally 12:47 a.m. Where are you, LA? I think you might be LA or something like that, are you? 12:47 a.m. That would probably be somewhere like LA. It would be like West Coast. 41 minutes gone. Brian says, City were doing a promotion. They gave out 4,000 free tickets to last year's members to bring a visitor. So that's already 8,000 just there alone. I think it'll go close to 25k. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it, mate. Especially after last year, we saw a 7-0 and a 6-0 for City over Victory. Twice. We saw 2 results above 6-0. Oh, in Kansas City. Good stuff, man. And that's going to be the Golegi Grono. Who do you support in the A-League, Jordan? Declan Smith says, hey, how you going? I'm going, mate. I am going. Haven't seen a goal for the Brisbane Roar since the second half in round 1. So they've currently gone over 200 minutes since scoring a goal. Let's go do the math. Actually, we can do it. We'll do the math at half-time, the last time since the Roar scored a goal. Brian says, celebrating last year's championship, and of course they do the celebration against Victory. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, so is that their first home game, Melbourne City? No. Why would they not do it on their first home game? I guess it is obviously to do it against Victory, but still. So free kick here to West United. Come on, Roar. Please do something. We just want you to do something. Please prove you're not a second-rate A-League team. My, oh, my, this club has fallen. My, oh, my, this club has fallen. But it's good to see that you can see those Brisbane Roar fans over there. At least you've got a couple of Brisbane Roar fans in attendance. All the way down there in South Victoria. And there'll be a throw-in here for the Western United. Throw-in Western United. League's own commentary says this game getting a little boring. Yeah, it was good before. It started to get shit out. I guess it's because we're starting to realise that like those opportunities that we've seen before are all but just simply opportunities, really. You know what I'm saying? Like no team here knows how to score. Western United haven't scored much. They've only scored 2 goals themselves in 3 games. It's just they got a good defense. Jordan McCoy says, Kansas City Chiefs versus Las Vegas Raiders. I'm laughing so hard. Who do you think is going to win? Kansas City Chiefs like we won last time. Yeah, but Kansas City aren't great this year, man. But, like, yeah, Kansas City aren't exactly fantastic this year. Tommy says still more Raw fans than Melbourne City fans. Well, Raw do have a decent supporter base. They just don't go to games because Redcliffe is too far. And also, Brisbane was still getting decent crowds for the A-League, but it just didn't look great because it was Suncorp, which is a big stadium. Chance here should be a goal. Corner. That's a corner. That's a corner of Western United. Maybe we see something. Maybe we might see something here. Oh, there's one. He comes back. He goes whack. Bomski. Corner. So right inside. Haven't seen Diamante do anything so far in this game. We're about 1 minute away here from half-time. Here we go. Can we see something happening here over the top, inside? I think that's going to be another corner. League's own coach Chiefs have gotten better over the last few weeks, though. Kind of. I don't think that Chiefs are a team that a great deal of people are nervous about right now. So from the left-hand side, but everyone has their day. Everyone has their day. It'll be the same with Sydney FC once they return to SFS. Oh, exactly, kind of. Yeah, pretty much. Especially how Sydney FC are going downhill as well. Oscar says Chiefs defense got better. Raiders have no Waller. Yeah. But we all know the best team right now. You know what's funny, guys? Do you understand that the Detroit Lions are still playoff hopefuls? Do you understand they haven't been eliminated from playoffs yet? Crazy. I'm not shitting you. How expensive the Jets to win the Super Bowl? The moment the Jets win the Super Bowl is the moment that I have completed life. I'm not a Jets fan, but I will still complete life just because that is going to never happen. Thoughts and Groot says, will the victory game be on live TV? No idea, mate. I'm in Fiji. I don't know what the schedule is for that. League's own coverage is my team flogged the Chiefs 27. You got to let people know who your team is. No one knows who your team is, my guy. You got to tell people. I can't remember who won 27-3 over the Chiefs. So 2 minutes of added time here, guys. 1:20 left of the first half. And it's a really enthralling 0-0 here. Just without the enthralling part. And the I don't want to cry myself to sleep right now part. And that shall be the throw-in. Do you guys think I should stream the BBL tomorrow night or the Sydney FC West Mariners game? Because that game has all the potential in the world. All the potential in the world to be a 0-0. That game has all the potential in the world to be a 0-0. So down here, Brisbane Roar, just outside the edge of the box here. Just outside the edge of the box. Here they go. Last chance of the first half. And... goal kick. Goal kick. Brian says BBL. Yeah, I'm considering it, mate, because, like, that might be a decent game, I think. Who is the BBL game tomorrow night? Like, that game has all the opportunity in the world to be truly a fizzler of a 0-0. BBL who's playing, yeah. More people want BBL. I know I'll be doing the BBL on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe not Thursday, because I do the Ashes all day Thursday and I'll get tired. Oscar says, Man City in over 2.5 or do Wolves profit? Enough said. No, Man City win. Man City win. But then again, Wolves have a good record against City recently. They do. They do have a good record against them. They're not too bad. That's half-time here, guys. Half-time. And we have seen nil point to nil point. It is nil point. Draw right now at half-time. Opportunities galore for no one. West United started off okay. Didn't do shit for the end of the first half. And Brisbane Roar didn't do shit for the first half. So they are currently, let's do the math. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We will be here for through half-time and the second half and whatnot. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. But yeah, go and tell me, go and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. But let's go have a look here at how long it has been, actually, since the Brisbane Roar have scored a goal. It has been a decent sloggeruno. You know, it has been a decent sloggeruno since we've seen a goal. So, because you can do the automatic one where you're saying like 90, so that's 180 minutes already there that haven't scored. And then there's this game, which is 45. So 225 minutes they haven't scored a goal since. And then let's go have a look here when they scored in the second half of that first game, because they scored and they were down 2-1 in Melbourne City and they came back to make it 2-2, but didn't do it. The Adelaide United vs Melbourne Victory games is a game on Channel 10. Well, there you go. But I'm just going to quickly here have a go. Look, so 225 minutes since the Brisbane Roar have scored a goal. Still don't even look like scoring a goal, mind you, either. And then let's go have a look here. Sexy mug. It's a good mug, mate. It's a good mug. Anyone who's talking right now, beautiful mug. Let's go. If you don't know this goal, it was a goal that happened 10 years ago, actually. Wow, time flies. 10 years. Well, no, 9 years ago. Yes, 9 years ago. But it was the 71st minute. So 225, 235. 245, 249 minutes. It's been 249 minutes since the Brisbane Roar scored a goal. 249 minutes. Unbelievable. Just simply unbelievable, mate. Is it believable? I don't think it's believable. Like, it's not believable, man. 249 goddamn minutes. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I should put something on the screen here, actually. I should put something on the screen. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me either. You cannot stop me. 249 minutes and counting. 1 second here. Where's text? Where's the text? Bingo. Do that. Anyone that isn't a United fan hates United. If you don't Blaze, won't be happy. Exactly right. All right, so 250 plus minutes since Roar scored a goal. I'm going to put this on top of them. On top of the bloody bastards. Oscar says that's a beautiful mug. It's a beautiful mug, mate. It is a beautiful mug. It's a really, really nice mug. The best part about it is that it's really nice. Let's go put this one down here. Where can you see that? Okay, maybe, where should I put this? Maybe there. Is that seen? Is that seen? No, you can't see it. You can't see it. I need to, like, double it. I need to, like, go 2 sides to it. Hold on. I'm just, buddy, fixing things here, guys. Just calm down. All right? Calm down. There we go. Let's go on that one. Goosebumps, strikers or scorchers? Who are you going with? I will go with the scorchers, mate. I will go with the scorchers. Since Roar scored a goal. Let's go like this bad boy, like this. Oh, my God. It's just too good at this point. It's just too good. Oh my God, everything's all over the shop, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is all over the shop. Actually, let's put this over here. There we go. There we go. 250 plus minutes since Roar scored a goal. Unbelievable. Oscar says, blazing with my Dunkin' Donuts looking at picks for EPL. Well, mate, when we do the basketball tomorrow, the NBA, the Dunkin'... Oh, no, it's not at United Centre for Chicago, so we don't have the Dunkin' race. We will not have the Dunkin' race tomorrow, but every time there's a United Centre game between the Bulls and whoever's playing us at home, there's always a Dunkin' race, and we always get crazy, get loud. Goosebugs at Perth, where I couldn't agree more. Well, there you go. You and Jay Hayes, best mates. But yeah, I think Scorchers win that one. But yeah, Sydney FC vs Mariners is exactly exciting. So Roar have had 5 shots near the point on target. Western United have had 13 shots, 5 on target. That is the way the cookie crumbles. Brisbane Roar have had more possession though. They have had more possession. So yeah, I can't stream that. I could stream it. I could stream that second game tonight over the Adelaide. I'll do the Adelaide game. Tomorrow's game is Thunder Stars. Oh, they already play each other. I reckon Thunder will win that one. Then Brisbane Heat Renegades, Hobart Hurricanes, and Perth Scorchers. Melbourne Stars Sixers. That's a replay of a terrible game. Gee whiz, like they're playing all these games like a repeat. It's like they're like a repeat, mate. It's like a repeat, man. I feel like more people care about the BBL too. Like it's like, no one's caring about the A-League anymore. Like no one cares about it anymore. I don't think anyone really is affected by the in and out results of this league anymore. You know, like last year, for example, I think we had about like 40 people watching, and now it's like I don't think people give a shit anymore about this league because it just doesn't have the quality. There's no internationals. There's no Del Piero. There's no Emil Heskey. There's no David Villa. You know, there's Daniel Sarge who doesn't even play. And then you get shit ass games like this. I'm not really investing in the A-League. Not many people are anymore. They used to be. The league used to be very good. The league in 2015, 2016 was really rocketing in fan base. You know, they were really doing well. And then they messed up. Dylan Wenzel Halls, 2 shots, 2 on target. Expected goals, 1.12. Loser. Touches in opposition box, 4. Big chances of 1. Ollie Wilson says it's 30 degrees in Hamilton, New Zealand. Okay. Don't know the relevance, but okay. Douglas Smith says we want the old A-League back. It's not going to, though, unfortunately. It's not going to because they messed it up. They don't buy anyone. There's owners who don't give a shit, as I just said, in the Backeries group in Indonesia. Actually, who are the owners of all the different clubs? I'm going to go Google this. One. Who are the owners? Owners of all A-League clubs. Obviously, we all know Melbourne City, but and obviously Brisbane Roar, owners of all the A-League clubs. Ollie Wilson says, how have you been? Going all right, mate. Going all right. Just waiting here for the second half of a game that's not exactly unbelievable. Who owns the A-League clubs? Here we go. We'll find it out. Douglas says, I used to watch A-League and enjoy every game. It's not the same anymore. It's not, because the quality is just so far downhill. And that's why I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I'm going to stream the BBL tomorrow night. You know, I'm going to stream the BBL tomorrow night, man. Because this is just... It's just dead. You know, like there's literally 50 people in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's literally 50 people who just said, you know, I'm going to go to the game. I'm going to actually get behind this team. Literally 50 people. Tommy says Sydney FC is owned by a Russian guy. I'm going to quickly have a look here. Adelaide United, head coach, captain. No, they don't show it there. Expansion, rivalries. They don't really... I'm surprised they've got the Mariners Jets one. They don't have the Mariners and Roar. They don't even know what they're talking about. League Championships, Sydney FC with 5, Victory with 4, Brisbane Roar with 3. Wanderers, and I didn't even realise Perth hadn't won one yet. Gee whiz. Owners, current broadcasters. They don't even have the ownership on here. How do they not have the ownership of the teams on here? 50 people, gee whiz. Oh, I'm joking, but there's like less than 1,000. There he is. There's genuinely less than 1,000. There's genuinely less than 1,000 there. The Westgate. Are you joking? The Westgate derby of Victory versus West United is on this list. So they've only got, okay, there are several key rivalries and local derbies that are formed in the A-League, including Melbourne City versus Victory, Adelaide United versus Victory, Sydney FC versus Wanderers, Victory versus Sydney FC, Mariners versus Jets, and they've got Victory versus Western United. Are you joking? Like, truly, there's no way you'd put that on a... You're telling people who don't know this sport and don't know this league that Victory and Western United are a key rivalry to this league. Even the Mariners and Jets isn't as hated as Mariners and Roar. Mariners and Roar actually genuinely dislike each other from the past 10 years ago. Mariners and Jets couldn't give shit. F3 Derby, that's been terrible for 10 years. There's not been one time where that game was actually hated, seriously, on a legitimate level. I get everyone else. Everyone else makes sense except for Victory United and even to accept Mariners Jets. But at least I can accept Mariners and Jets just because they're close and they are technically a rival. But Brisbane Roar and Mariners is way bigger than that. Way bigger than that. And Victory and Western United isn't even... I barely call that a rivalry. Why is Western United and Melbourne Victory a rival and not Melbourne City versus Western United? That makes no sense. And technically, if you want to talk about rivalries, use the long distance derby. Western United's name is stupid. It wasn't originally. It actually was quite good if it actually happened in Western Victoria. That would have made a lot of sense. But I'm over kind of talking shit about them. Like, it's just like, there's no point anymore, man. Like, they're here to stay, and we just have to really deal with it. Yeah, I can see comments here. Nelson says, this league is the worst shit I saw on football. Ronaldo says, this league is terrible. Shinji gets grounded and says, why am I watching this? It is so boring. Like, this is the state of this league. I don't even necessarily know like why I stream it. It is dead set terrible. 45 minutes gone and 0 goal. Wow, this is the worst league. Well, just because things are 0-0 doesn't mean it's bad league. Just because it's low scoring doesn't mean it's bad league, but it is though. It is, and I hate to sit here and shit on it. I do. I really hate to sit here and shit on it, but it's just at this point you're just like, it's very difficult to get past when you care about it and you care about the growth of it, but like just no one gives a shit, and for good reason, because there's just no quality in this league. Even the good teams, it's like even Melbourne City have the money for it. Oscar Rosado says, need Western United moneyline, Melbourne Victory or tie, and MacArthur FC or tie for my parlay. I think draw in regards to MacArthur versus Western Sydney Wanderers game. I think in Victory game, I think Victory win. And I think right now it's looking like a draw here, man. It's looking like a draw, or one of the teams will just get a last-minute goal or some shit. It's not looking crazy, mate. It's not looking like we're going to see a crazy winner here. It's a good day there in Melbourne, actually. There is no clouds, so I must have been drunk. Grizzly Bets have a lot of money on Western United, been killing Brisbane, but can't punch the old onion bag. I wouldn't say kill him. 55% possession, but they've had more shots. But Western United, this is the thing, man. They've got one of the worst attacks in the league. They've only been winning the last 2 games 1-0. You know, it's not like they clearly defeated the last 2 games by an easy marker, and they lost the first game 1-0. So, like, they've got I think it was the best defense in the league, but when it comes to the attack, they're pretty lackluster. They were lucky to get that goal against Melbourne City because I believe that ball went over the dead ball line. H1F1 says, I always choose these low-scoring games. Wow, amazing consistency. Yeah, you just always bet on the under 2.5 in these kind of games, man. This game's being played in Geelong, mate, at GMHBA Stadium, so where the Geelong Cats play. This is their home ground. They're still getting rebuilt at the moment. They're still restructuring it. A great stadium, but there's like 2 people there. Grizzly Bad says watching it and it should be 2 or 3-0. It should at least be 1-0. I think you're overestimating Western United because you've bet on them. They've been just as woeful. You know, they've been just as terrible. Both these teams have been woeful in this game. It's a shocking game. It looked like it might have been exciting, but the longer it went on, the more we saw that both teams lacking that legitimate quality. But Western United should win this game. They are, I guess, the better team, but there's a reason why it's 0-0, and there's a reason why they've only scored 2 goals in 90, 180, 370. 370, that's an extra 200. 270 minutes of play. 2 goals and 270 minutes of play. League's own commentary says, even at the Sixers Hurricanes BBL game, there's not much of a crowd. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some people don't have the money anymore to go to these games. Because imagine paying to watch this game. I know. It's good to be able to watch this for free on YouTube when you're not in Australia. But like, imagine like traveling all the way out to Geelong. But you know, if it's worth it to you, man, like I implore people to go, man. Like I implore you to go. It's still a good experience, even if there isn't people there. But like, for me, there'd be no point in me going to this. You know, the only point of me doing this would be to watch it like here. There'd be literally no point in me going to this game, you know what I'm saying? Silly Best says Diamante's a player, though. He hasn't done anything, though. He hasn't done anything. Diamante's also like 40 years old. Like, you can't be expecting Diamante to be the pro. He's a good player, but he hasn't done anything in this game. Ben Martinez says, let's go Brisbane Roar. Come on, Brisbane Roar. Do something, please. Do something. This is a real stat. This over there is a real stat. 250 minutes since the Roar scored a goal. 249 minutes is the exact number. 249 minutes since the Raw scored a goal. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you're already. Subscribe if you're around here. The second half's about to get underway, and we're on our way to 15K before the end of the month, so get around it. And we will be showing the Adelaide United versus Melbourne victory game right after this. So let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. Oh yeah, that game won't start till 8:45 my time. Yeah. Sebastian Gomez says, is a BBL ticket expensive, or what's the comparison on an A-League ticket? No, I think they're probably similar, actually. I think they're probably similar. If you want to check it out on Ticketek, I'll just quickly have a look here at ticketek.com. On Ticketek, man, I would assume that they're probably like, $30 each, $25 a ticket, which is still... Johan, I am technically a Brisbane Roar fan, but I've lost a lot of passion for this league over the years, man. I've lost a lot of passion for this league. Oscar Rosado says, Ronaldo scores and saddle later. What? What's going on there? What league? What's this? What's he talking about there? But yeah, BBL, I would say, is not expensive. I would say you do get more for the experience, though, at the BBL. Like, the BBL actually gives a shit about putting on a show and putting on an experience. The A-League is all about kind of pay the ticket, go to the game, shush, and enjoy. That's how the A-League is set up, and that's why no one gives a shit. But the BBL, at very minimum, you do get an experience. You get fireworks, you get lighting show, you get halftime entertainment. You've got things outside with the face painting, and you get the, especially this is the Brisbane Heat games, you get face painting for the kids, and you get like game shows and food stuff outside. A-League games, it's just like get in the stadium, shut up, and enjoy the game. That's literally how they treat us. And that's, it's terrible in Australia. It's a terrible match day experience like it should be. Like it used to be. It used to be so good, man, the A-League. Just the overall experience. Back in 11, 12, man, 12, 13, the early 2010s. Man U and Liverpool game this week? Is that on this week, Man U Liverpool? I don't know, I don't focus on them because Man United suck. Man United really suck, and I love every single second of them sucking really badly. So, second half is underway here, and West United with the ball down the right-hand side. Please, can we please have a good game in the second half? Please, can we have a good game in the second half? Oh, here we go. Brisbane Roar here. No, that will not happen. Oh, I'm going to get rid of Ticketek. It's slowing down everything. Because I think I seen a pool at the BBL 1 year. Yeah, it is there. It is there. I don't think it's there anymore because of the pandemic, but it used to be a thing where you just go to the BBL, and there was a pool. That was not a normal ticket that you could buy, though. That was like a sponsorship kind of deal. That was like something that you needed to win off a company. I can't remember what it was. A Man U plays Norwich. Oh, okay. Oh, geez, yeah. If United don't win that, gee whiz. So Corey Brown is injured here for the Brisbane Roar. Someone who says, is bigger crowds at the NBL game between the Sydney Kings and the Illawarra Hawks? There would be a bigger crowd there than this, yes. NBL, Sydney Kings get good crowds, mate. The NBL, Sydney Kings get solid crowds. The Hawks not so... Hawks are okay crowds. Brisbane Bullets are okay. Melbourne United gets good crowds. NBL, the crowds are fine, mate. Sydney Kings get good. Even the Gold Coast Blaze had good crowds, mate. Truly. And that was at the Gold Coast Convention Centre, which is kind of out of it for anyone who's from the Gold Coast. Broadbeach is not really, like, it's central, but it's also more touristy. That's why any team around that area won't work, because it's too much built for tourism. Robina is really the best place for the middle of the Gold Coast, because the Gold Coast is very elongated from Tweed Heads all the way down to Mullandina kind of area. Rish Evans says score prediction for the second half. I'm going to go 1-0, mate. I'm going to say another game. It could even be 0-0. I'm going to say 1-0, mate. I'm going to go Raw just because I can. But I don't know who's going to win this game, man. It's a shocking game right now. Leagues and commentaries. I wonder how good the pool of the Gabba was. Never been in it before, so I'll never know. It was okay. I would sit next to there all the time. I talk to people all the time there when I'm doing my vlogs and whatnot, and it was pretty good, man. If you go and have a Google and you look on Jacksonville Jaguars pools, they got some jacuzzis there that you can sit in and watch the games at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sebastian Gomez says, an Arsenal plays Southampton at the Emirates. We should win that 2-0. Southampton's still a decent team, but yeah, you should be winning that one, Arsenal. But yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars are the ones that have the really cool pools and jacuzzis and whatnot to watch the games in there for the Jags games, even though they're not great. But at least you get the experience. And their individual pools too, I'm pretty certain. The one at the Gabba was like a one where you had 50 people who could come inside and be in the pool with you and try and take a catch and whatnot and have a good time drinking and whatnot there. But at the Jacksonville Jaguars one, you can actually buy your own jacuzzi, I'm pretty certain, for the game. And it's like an infinity kind of pool as well. I don't know if it was jacuzzi or it was a pool. Anyway. Oh, geez, good touch there without the good touch part because Brisbane Roar will clear that one away. They will clear that one away. Has the BBL started yet tonight? Actually, no, it might start now, wouldn't it? I think it might start like now. So West United over the top here. Goliki Caruno, Goliki Caruno. We aren't going to see a goal today. We aren't seeing a goal today. Remind me every 10 minutes. Every time I get to, you know what? Every time I get an extra 10 minutes. Every time when we get to 55 minutes, I'm going to update to 260 minutes without a goal. I'm going to do it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get it ready so that I can change it. 6 vs Hurricanes begins in 20 minutes. Well, there you go. Hopefully this Adelaide United victory game is good. Is it a good crowd, do you know? Does anyone know if there's going to be a decent crowd there at that one? But that's going to be an easy takeaway here by the Brisbane Roar. And they're going to counter-attack here, the Roar. They're going to counter-attack here. I know that was good defense there from Western United. 6 vs Hurricanes might be decent. I don't think the Hurricanes are that bad. They really did all right. Ball. Hey, that's a goal. 1-0, 1-0 Western United. That's a good goal too. That's a good goal. 1-0 to Western United. We have seen something. That's the goal. 1-0 Western United. And that's a nice little volley there too inside the middle of the box there. 50 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Western United take the lead. 1-0. And finally, we have seen a goal. So it is 1-0 Western United. And now hopefully we can see a couple more goals here. But that's a really nice finish there. That is a really solid finish there with the left foot for Connor Payne. Connor Payne there with the finish. Look at that. Just into the left-hand side. Like, freak, mate, you had to be diving, mate. You got to be diving for that, my dude. Like, you can't be just watching that as that goes in. Like, you got to at least dive. Whether you save it or not, like, do better than that, my guy. Whether or not what a goal. It's a decent goal, yeah. It's a decent goal. Absolutely. So, Connor Payne there with the goal. Like the commentary says, just had a look at the Jaguars swimming pool. Does look nice and enjoyable. It's good. Jay Sharma says, "Sup, bro? Good night." Hello, Jay. How we doing, mate? Who do you think is going to win this game? Can I see seats cheering? There's the seats there, mate. They're having a good time. Jay Hayes said, "Be prepared for all the squiggle muppets in the Kiwi stream, mate." There's plenty of squigglers. There's plenty of squigglers there, mate. Plenty of squigglers. Jay Sharma says, "Western United." Yeah, well, they're at 1-0 right now. Long way to go, though, but they do have a very good defense, and Brisbane Roar haven't scored. Hold on a second. Here we go. We're going to change it in 260 plus minutes. Way-oh. There we go, guys. There we go. Patrick Gomez says, there we go. The start of the second half as well should be better the remainder of the game. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, they've opened it up here and we can see a little bit better. Hopefully, this means that we might actually see some attacking here. And that will put... Oh, they haven't updated the Western United one, but they have updated the Brisbane Roar result here. Okay, well, there you go. Terry Brown says, will the Rugby Done podcast come out on Wednesday? You might want to ask Hamish about that one, my guy. I'll let him explain that to you. So that's going to be coming out of the defense here. That's going to be coming out of the defense of the Brisbane Roar. Jeez, the Roar. Man, how disappointing are they this year? Just truly bad. Truly. Considering how they were against Melbourne City, so this change is just absolutely outrageous. And that's going to be maybe a corner. Is a corner. Whoa, they're not going to call that as a corner? That definitely did go out. That definitely went out there. But no. But we don't get Mr. Squiggle on my streams because we have subscribers only. If you do subscribers only, you might get one like randomly every random so often. But majority of the time, man, like they just won't. It just doesn't come because they just don't subscribe. They just spam the comment section, and there you go. David says just got back and a United goal, you ripper. Yeah, it was a good goal too. It was a good goal. West United, if they want people to believe in them, they need to score this and win this game by a decent amount. West United have gone top of the table, by the way, as we were just seeing, guys. They have gone top of the table over there. Just woeful here, the Brisbane Roar. Like, here we go, left-hand side, West United. Goal kick, no. What? How is that not a goal kick? Oh, the referee, call that quicker. Brian says, wanted to miss next Ashes. Surely Marsh gets the call up. Yeah. Well, right now, mate, we're already probably going to be getting rid of Marcus Harris. I'm not going to lie. He might have saved himself with that ending 4. But still, it'd be interesting. Warner out for the next Ashes. That sucks. I wonder who they'll bring in. Probably Marsh. Especially with Quadra getting out for 5 today in the England Lions versus Australia aid game, even though Australia won easy. Josh plays good against Kawaja, maybe. Mate, he got out for 5. I don't want him right now. Can't even get past 5. Nate Chappelle says, you think the Roar will score? I don't know, man. As you can see here, Nate, 1 second, I'm going to show you a stat. Bingo, you see over there? You see over there in the bottom right-hand corner? That says 260 plus minutes since the Roar scored a goal. So I'm going to go with a no. I'm going to go with a no, man. But I hope they do. Thank you very much, Nate Chappelle, for subscribing. I hope they do, man. I hope we get a good game here. But gee whiz, they are a team, right? They're a team and a half. Not a good team, but they are technically a team. It's very interesting to watch them play football because they couldn't score in a brothel, mate. Like this Brisbane Roar team, truly, they could not score in a goddamn brothel, mate. It's ridiculous. Old man says, does Roar know how to score goals? No, mate. No, they don't. No, they do not, sir. No. No, still waiting there. Even Western United don't normally know how to score a goal, but they've scored one here today. They've at least scored something here today to get the ball moving and grooving. But Nate, do you have a bet on the Roar, do you? I'm so sorry if you do. I'm so sorry. I do apologise for how bad this team is. So, defensively moving out. Oh, guess what? They pass the ball straight to Western United. I don't think they realise here that they actually don't all play on the same team on this field. I know it's confusing, but not everyone on the game actually on the field plays the same team. So, probably avoid passing it straight to the opposition. Ed Ayres says, I can't believe we're 1-0 down. What do you mean you can't believe it? We've been shithouse. The Roar haven't even had, I think they've had 5 shots and not a single on target. Western United have had, 15 shots and 6 on target. Rich Evans says, what is the score prediction for the Adelaide vs Melbourne game? I'll go 2-1 victory. Could even be 3-1 victory. And I'll go Wanderers MacArthur 1-1 draw. Yeah, I'll go 1-1 draw, Wanderers and MacArthur. So Western United here around the halfway point. If Big Al was playing with the Roar, he would have scored at least 5 goals. He wouldn't even understand the English that his bloody players were giving him and talking to him. West United here, chance. And back on the inside should be goal 2-0 maybe. Wow, over the top of the goal. Wow. It's going to be a corner here, but gee whiz, that was close. Oh, man, so this is practice finishing maybe. You reckon, mate? You reckon that's the one? Well, I don't reckon they've tried that. 1 subscriber away from 15,000. Not 15,000. 1 subscriber away from 14,100, guys. Smack that bloody subscribe button if you have it already. Damien says, need 2+ goals from Western United to... Why do you keep spelling it like that? Why do you keep spelling it like that, Damien? And it's going to be Brisbane Roar, clear this one away to get second leg of multi. Alrighty, well, 2+ goals. They should get it, surely. I think it's actually been a tense game. Really? The Roar have been terrible. The Roar have been atrocious, my guy. Like, the Roar haven't had a single shot on target. West United have had 6 or 7 shots on target, mate. How has it been tense? It's just been poor. Jay Hayes says, but he's the best soccer player in the whole of Year 5. You're not wrong. He actually is. That's a fact. I remember one time when that happened, and he was like, whoa, and I was like, whoa, and then we were like, whoa, and then that was when it happened. Mate, Chappelle's, I thought they would at least make it a game being at the bottom of the standings. Maybe 10 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago, the Brisbane Roar would have won this game 4-0. But nowadays, the Roar haven't scored in 260 plus minutes. And that was one. Oh, Jay O'Shea, he's falling over there. Oh, look at this from West United. Down to the right-hand side. Should be a goal. Oh, my God, he just missed it. Jeez, I thought that was going to be a goal there. That would have been really nice. That would be really, really nice there. Diamante. He's still done nothing in this game, though, Diamante. But, the West United are still getting the results, man. They're still getting it. At the very minimum, they're getting results. Over the top here, inside. Clear to one away. Here come the Brisbane Roar. Can they score a goal for the first time in over 260 minutes? This is their chance. Acres of space. Brindle South. Inside the box. The Brisbane Roar are going to get it cleared away. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know it has to go in the back of the net. They don't know it has to go back in the net. Favorite guy says not looking good. You reckon, mate? You reckon? I don't think they realise that you need to put it in the back of the other team's net, not your own net. No, that's not your team. They're trying to put it in your net so they can win. I don't think Brisbane will understand this real key concept here in football. I know it's a struggle. It is. It is a struggle to comprehend. But, I don't think they get this one, the Brisbane Roar. Like, seriously, unless you watch Brisbane Roar, I don't think anyone knows any of their players. I guarantee you a lot of A-League fans don't actually know a majority of these Brisbane Roar players. West United here, kind of pain, outside the edge of the box, inside, too hard. Easy one there for Freak. Wenzel Halls. Mate, can you, bloody, gee whiz. Get out of here. Get out of here, mate. Get out of here. So Roar here, playing around the back. This is just... So anyway, 30 minutes to go, guys. 30 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Already subscribe if you're on your end here. Get around it. We'll be back again later on tonight for Adelaide United vs Melbourne Victory. And then also the other game tomorrow. We've got, we'll probably do the BBL. And we'll also be doing the Chicago Bulls versus Miami Heat game tomorrow. Oh, man, says, who's the striker for Raw? Exactly. No, to be realistic, it's Ivanovic and... Jeez, that's exactly right. Ivanovic and someone. Ivanovic and someone. Hold on 1 second here. I couldn't even tell you. Okay, Ivanovic and who's the up front for the Raw? I dead set could not tell you who the other striker is for the Raw. And that's how much of a struggle situation the Brisbane Roar are in. Mark Anderson, a big downfall from last season. Well, last season they weren't great either. I wouldn't say it's a massive downfall. It's a large downfall the last 10 years. Jane says, where do you live? I'm in Fiji right now, but I'm from the Gold Coast in Australia. Lescano, exactly. Yeah, there you go, Mark Anderson. Lescano, yep, that's the one. Tommy says, Raw striker is Billy Slater. If he was Billy Slater, mate, the Raw would be able to do something because at least there'd be someone who's fast there. These two strikers up front, like I said, could not score in a brothel, mate. They could not score in a goddamn brothel. You give them a free pass in a brothel and they still wouldn't be able to find anything. They still wouldn't be able to find the back of the net. All right, so West United here, Neil Kilkenny. The ex-Melbourne City man. Actually, he played for Adelaide too, didn't he? The second goal would make the mountain so much higher, apparently, the commentator is saying. Yeah, thanks, mate. We do understand that. The usually 2-0 is a pretty tough score to come back from. Yeah. Real riveting stuff there for the commentary. Christian says he played for City in Perth. That's the one, not Adelaide. City in Perth. I'm pretty sure he had it. I'm pretty sure he certainly did something dirty to the City and then went to City from, obviously, Perth. Oh, mate, that we got from Lions. It says pretty good. Are you talking about Jez Lofthouse? Yeah, Jez. I know Jez. He's a good little player, man. He's a good... Wasn't he Olympic? I don't think he was Lions, was he? I think he was Brisbane Olympic. I don't think it was the Lions. Ivanovic will go off there for Olsen. Ivanovic was really good, just without the really part and the good part. Lescano will also come off there for Parsons. So we're going to see two different strikers right now. Hopefully these guys aren't dribblers. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Oh, hold on, guys. We have to update it. We do have to update it. Now it is 270 plus minutes since the Roar scored a goal. Na 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 na. 270 minutes. 270 minutes. Oh, Roar here. Chance. First goal, 270 minutes. Oh, no, you can't score a goal. And outside the edge of the box here. No, that's going to be turned over there. Well done. Good passing from Jay O'Shea to Western United. You know, just truly it'd be even better if he was a United player. 63 minutes gone here. I think this year is all about Brisbane Roar fans just wanting the game to be over. Waiting for the game. The game happens, and then they just want it to be over. They're like, yeah, can't wait for the game this weekend. And then the game starts. Can't wait for it to be over. 27 minutes. Gone to the days of the old Broishi. Gone to the days of the Theo. Shannon Humphrey said, I'll go West United 2-0. Thanks, Shannon. Mate, you like the biggest predictor on the channel. You like the predictor man. You like Predict City, mate. Nate Sheffield says, absolutely clown the Roar. Brother, I am a Roar fan. I'm a Roar fan. I stream all different games and all different sports on this channel, but I am a Roar fan. I am definitely clowning the Roar, and I will continue to clown this team because our owners don't give a shit. 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 The Backeries don't give a shit. The Backeries don't give a shit. The Backeries, they are shit. The Backeries, they are shit. That's why I clown them, man. I don't usually clown teams like this, mate. I don't usually talk as much shit. But like when you kind of get over it when you see constant bullshit. Like we haven't been good since like I would say 2016 area, and we weren't even great then. You know, but we were still a lot better than this bullshit. Left hand side here, Western United. Back on the inside. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, still at the edge of the box here. And oh damn, terrible. Oh, here we go. Western United here. Another opportunity over the top here. Put us out of our misery. Please put us out of our misery. Stop giving us hope. Jay Hayes says, Jay O'Shea, but his glazed parents didn't name him Rick. I guarantee you about 1% of nobody understood that joke. So, 25 minutes left here. And it's 1-0 to the Western United. This is bullshit. I think I found my new team. Wait, which team? The one that hasn't scored in 270 minutes or or the team that currently has 0 fans? Pick your choice out of these two teams. You either can choose one team that has 0 fans. You can pick one team that dead set has the genuine amount of fans of the amount of minutes that Brisbane Roar have gone and scored, with scoreless, sorry. Or you can choose the other team who haven't scored in 270 plus minutes and currently sit on the bottom of the table. You know, it's... Historically, very successful team. Like, historically, they were very good in the past. But obviously, you know, historically means not now. That's not fun. Brisbane Roar here. Inside the box. Oh, cleared away. Back on the inside here, Brisbane Roar. Chance. Oh, my goodness me. Is he onside? No, he's not onside. It's going to be still Brisbane Roar here. Edge of the box. Have a crack. Here we go. No, blocked away there. Well done, Brisbane Roar. Still here for the Roar. Oh, my goodness me. They're tantalising. They're teasing us. Roar. Well, nay, I tell you what. They're a really fun team to support. Just without the fun part. But they are a team to support. They are technically a team to support. Absolutely right. 24 minutes left here. They're going to go to the left-hand side. Are you not from Australia, Nate? Over the top here, in through the centre. Here we go. What are they going to do here? They're moving and grooving around. Daniel Sturridge, Rick rolled Perk Laurie. No, Perk Laurie, Rick rolled Daniel Sturridge. Over the top here, left-hand side. Here they come. Brisbane Roar. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, straight at the keeper. There's only one Jamie Young. He leaves the Roar and shows us we're shit. We still haven't scored a goal in over 300 minutes. There's only one Jamie Young. Nasty Nate says English teams would thrash these Diddy teams. Absolutely they would. I don't even know. Are you trying to like insult me? Absolutely, mate. These teams, this league is the equivalent of a League 1 lower end or even League 2 higher end. I'd probably say higher end League 2. And I'd say this year, mid-table League 2 is the best teams. Any Australian will agree with you. There's not a single Australian who would disagree with you there. So if you're trying to insult us, we're like, we agree with you, mate. Some of you says West United is a homeless team. Ali Ahmed says, I can't wait for the second test. Yeah, that's still ages away, though. That's still 5 days away, mate. Cotto says, prediction for Liverpool versus Villa, please. I'll go Liverpool 2-0. Nate Chappell says, no, but I have family there. Well, there you go. I hope their last name isn't Backeries. Rich Everton from South Africa. Well, your South Africa league's a bit interesting too, isn't it? I think there's a lot of corruption in that South African league, though, in regards to the domestic league. Most leagues around the world have corruption. People bet so much on this league, they think when the team that they bet on loses, they're like, oh, mafia corruption. It's like, no, it's not great. Rich Evans, what other games are you streaming today? I'll be doing the Adelaide United vs Melbourne Victory game after this one in about an hour and 15 minutes time. What do you mean thoughts on Steven Gerrard? I think he's a bloke. He's a guy who used to play for Liverpool. Like, what is your question? What do you mean thoughts on Steven Gerrard? I need more than that, man. 21 minutes to go here. 21 minutes to go. Can we see a goal from the Roar? Can we see a goal? Can we see a goal from the Roar? Can we see a goal? Oh my God. This whole stream is just me complaining, to be honest with you. It's not usually like this, guys. Yeah, South African League has plenty of corruption. Yeah. It's like South America as well. You know, a lot of the African countries. I'm pretty certain there's a league, and maybe, is it Lesotho? I think Lesotho has a league that literally every single game is corrupt or something like that. So most betting agencies don't have betting allowed on that game, on those games, because it's so corrupted. Alrighty, left-hand side here. Oh, well done to the Roar. They pass it to Western United. They don't know how to pass it to their own teammates. Being Aston Villa coach. Well, you know, we'll see how it goes. Best of luck to him. He's only fresh there. He hasn't been there for long, man. Give him time to prove himself. I don't think he's done much since getting there, though. But you need time. Gunnar says Brisbane's playing really boring football. Boring, boring Brisbane. Boring, boring Brisbane. That's been a chant for about 5 years at Brisbane. That's the thing when there was someone who said before the big drop since last year. Like, no, it's not. Brisbane Roar made the finals. They were still shit getting to the finals. It's not like they were good. It's not like they were good. So right-hand side here. 20 minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. You better hit that subscribe button. You better do it right now. If you don't do it, then Brisbane will score a goal and then we get to change this. And I don't want to change this. I want to leave this up here for 500 minutes. 1,000 minutes. Nate Chappell says, I was hoping for a tie. I just wanted to see the Roar score. Welcome to the party, mate. Welcome to the party, West United. Oh, they pass it straight to him. Declan Smith says, no, his only loss came from sitting a 2-1 loss, but Stevie is doing well. Is he really? Haven't been really focusing on Villa. Damien says, Roar's confidence is shot. The players need a goal to lift. Hey, guys, guess what we can do? Nah, 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 nah. Hold on, look down there. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. 280 minutes without a goal. 280 minutes without a goal. Ali Metz is happy the Ashes finish early so Blaze can get a well-deserved rest. Well, I've got the Chicago Bulls game tomorrow that I still do. Plus, I'll do the BBL tomorrow night. Plus, I will do both these games tonight. I wouldn't have been able to do this game. The Ashes would have just finished, actually, for day number 4 if it was a full day. So I'm kind of glad, in a way, that was done and dusted so that I was able to... Come on, guys, let's get one more public subscriber to get up to 14,100. Pays for Brisbane to not score next game either. Jed, we want to see 1,000 minutes without a goal. I wonder what the record is. Can anyone Google what the record is for how long a team has gone without a goal scored? It can be A-League or it can be in general. Can someone Google how long it's been? What is the longest a team has gone without scoring? Surely there's some stat out there that says it. So West United left-hand side. It's not like West United have been any good, but they've just been better than this bloody team. And people who aren't Australian, I don't think they'll get the sarcasm and the banter and shit. It's like, I can say this, but like, because I support this team, and I've seen the ups and downs of this team. I've seen this team at its best. I've seen them winning grand finals and being unbelievable. And I've also seen them play shithouse. And Australians, when your team is playing shithouse, you say it. Like, most people should say it. If you don't say it, then cool, man. You can pretend your team's good all you like. But for us, man, most of the time, we'll tell you our team's shithouse. In England, they'll usually argue it. They'll say their team's still pretty good. In America, they'll tell you their team's still all right. They've got a chance. But when in Australia, we'll tell you our team is dog shit. And right now, this team is terrific. H1F1 says, any predictions for Western Sydney Wanderers MacArthur? I'll take a 1-1 there. Could easily be a 0-0 there too. 1,311 minutes is the longest time. Do you know what team that was, Jay Kurz? 1,311 minutes. How many games is that? It's always good to have some nice banter. Yeah, absolutely, Rish. Absolutely. So left-hand side here for Western United. Out the back. 74 minutes gone. Who do the Brisbane Roar play tomorrow? Not tomorrow. If they played tomorrow, they'd have just as much chance of winning like they do today. Who do the Brisbane Roar play next week? I think they play Perth next week, actually. I'm pretty certain they play Perth, so that's probably not going to be great. And then they play Sydney FC in the quarterfinal of the FFA Cup. 1-4, 1-5. Sorry, I'm just trying to find... James says Prison FC hasn't lost a game yet this season. Prison FC? Who's Prison FC? Okay, so Perth Glory, Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory. Oh, geez, tough run coming up here for Brisbane Roar as well. Perth Glory, then Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory in 3 games. Plus Sydney FC in the FFA Cup. Pierres will come on here for Dylan Wenzel. Can we substitute everyone? Do we reckon we can substitute anyone? Can we put the Australian cricket team in instead, maybe? I reckon we could put the Australian cricket team instead and they might play better. Sigurdsson, Mendy, and Adam Johnson. Oh, my God. Nate Chappell says, I'm a Wizards fan. What? As in, like, Washington Wizards? Jeez, they're going downhill, mate. They started off well, but they're going downhill now. Chicago are looking very good this season and will be a top 4 team in the East. But the only problem is that we can't get our full team out there right now because we have literally 7 players out, 5 of them with the COVID protocols. Sports Saturn says, Missy Ashes stream, waking up now, congrats. Yeah, it was a good stream, man. We had quite a few people there watching and having a good time. And obviously Australia was able to go on a rampant run through Nathan Lyon early today. Really rampant run early on today. And he just absolutely piled through everyone. Not Root. Root was taken by Green. But I tell you what, Nathan Lyon, the Gaz, got his 400th wicket and then he just went rolling. That's why I said to you guys yesterday, I said once he gets a wicket, he'll go bing, bing, bing. He'll go bing, bong, bing, bong. Bing, bong, bing, bong. Over the top there. Oh, my God, off the post. Oh, my God, that nearly found its way in, but it will not be a goal there. So it's still going to be Brisbane Roar's ball. Well, they're just teasing us right now, the Roar. They're just like, you know what, we're not... Surely Western United don't have 4 games to start the season that are all 1-0. Surely they don't have 4 games through their season that are all 1-0. 3 games in a row they win 1-0, and the other one being a loss 1-0 to Melbourne Victory. Surely there's another goal here at some point. The guy said there was a state of origin of football. Which state would have the best team? Oh shit, I wouldn't have a clue where all these players are from, mate. Probably Victoria, maybe, or New South Wales. I wouldn't say it's Queensland. I wouldn't say it's Western Australia. I don't know, mate. I don't know where all these players are from. I couldn't tell you. Probably New South Wales. They've got the biggest population, don't they, there? A lot of, I'd say Victoria. Victoria have a very footballing-based culture through the Europeans. Like he says, Brisbane are playing awful, showing no urgency attack near Demi back. Oh, yeah, because Demi does well, doesn't he? Yeah, because when Demi was there, he did really well, didn't he? My guy, the Brisbane Roar haven't scored since the 71st minute of week number 1, and they've currently 280 plus minutes since they scored a goal. 280. Demi played those games. West United blocked away. Oh, nearly got a good goal there. Nate Chappell says, Washington, yes, so losing is nothing new unless it was hockey or baseball. They won a couple of years ago. Washington still have a pretty horrid record in baseball, but they won a couple of years ago, yeah, 2019, incredible. And in hockey, what's the name of the hockey team again? Is it the Nationals? I think it's the Nats, isn't it? Christian says, bring back Broich. Bring back Broichy. Bring back Broichy. John Croson, who scored when Western United? It was Connor Payne, mate. Connor Payne. Let me guess, you had a bet on Wenzel Halls, didn't you? He missed a sitter. He should have had a goal, but he also doesn't know his left from his right, so he couldn't score that goal. He doesn't know his left from his right, that bloke. It wasn't an open sitter like every other goal he's got this year, so unfortunately he couldn't score. Well, it was an open sitter and he still missed it. And West United get the ball back here. Christian says, is the stream super laggy or just me? Oh, it might be super laggy, but like it'll sort itself out. It'll sort itself out, guys. I know it might be frustrating, but it'll hopefully sort itself out. I know we're in Fiji, so occasionally it'll cut itself in and out and shake it all about. I don't know, hopefully it sorts it out. So 12 and a half minutes, or 11 and a half minutes to go here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Get it going, baby. Get it going. Right-hand side here for the Roar. Let's get a goal here, and I won't snore. See, I'm a rhymer here. I'm a rhymer, mate. I've been watching plenty of rap movies lately that I'm basically a rap god. Logan says, any idea of when Aldred should return from injury? No idea. We have no hope without him and Hink at the back. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I'm not going to lie to you, Loggy. I wouldn't be focusing on defense right now for the Brisbane Roar. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the Brisbane Roar are losing games because Jack Hingett and Tom Aldred, two defensive players, aren't there. The reason why we're not scoring games, winning games, is because we don't have a single striker who can count to 10. Shit, man. They haven't scored in literally 290 goddamn minutes. We're talking about the defense. Loggy, man. Come on, man. I know, though. They're very good players. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even getting frustrated at you. I'm getting frustrated at the fact that this team is just terrible. Washington Capitals. Who's the Nationals? Oh, the Nationals is the baseball. I'm all over the shop. The Nats is baseball. The Capitals is the hockey. Yeah, that's right. I'm so out of my baseball mind right now. Obviously, I'm a big Cubbies fan. I will never... Oh, no, it's Philly that Bryce Harper hit that bloody grand slam against us. I'll never forgive Philly for that. Or Bryce Harper, flog. Then again, you think he's a flog too. Well, then again, you won that massively. Like, that was the most incredible situation for Bryce Harper to say, screw you to Washington, go to your biggest rivals. And then you guys go on to win you guys go on to be last halfway through the season and go on to win the MLB. That was a moment. That was really a moment. John Croson says, Jamie Young had to do anything to do? Yeah, man. One time I saw him pick up the water bottle. Had a bit of a drink. Crazy moment that. I think one time he looked up and he saw there might have been a plane in the sky, and then realised that he was actually just having a dream because he was asleep. So the answer is no, mate. No, he hasn't had shit to do because this team couldn't... Oh, my God, freak. You don't know how to dive, do you? Truly. Like, it's a fair point, but their leadership is evidently missing. Oh, I'm not disagreeing, but I'm also saying that it's been... Hold on a second. We can do this. Hold on 1 second. Oh, Brisbane Roar hit the ball. 1 second. Let's see if they can get something going here. No, nothing's going to happen there. We've got something to go. Na, 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 bottom, bottom, na, 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 bottom, bottom. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. 290 plus minutes now since the Roar have scored a goal. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Roar can't score a goal. Score a goal. Roar can't score a goal. The strikers can't count to 10. Count to 10. They can't even get one. Corner. Corner for the Brisbane Roar, guys. Corner for the Brisbane Roar. Jez Lofthouse is on. Get around Jezzy. The Jez man. Daniel says can't pass either. Hey, that's a lie. They can pass. I know it doesn't go to their own teammates and it goes to the opposition, but they can technically pass. It just doesn't go to their own teammates, mate. It just doesn't go to their own teammates. You start thinking about like this, mate. You start thinking, mate. 7 corners here with Western United, 2 with Brisbane Roar. 8 minutes to go here. Come on, the Roar. 1 goal, that's it. 1 goal. 1 goal, that's all we're asking for. And that's going to be a corner. That's what happens every time there's a corner here on this channel, guys. I tell you right now, I will make sure you are very well aware there is a corner happening. Very well aware. So corner here, Brisbane Roar, right-hand side, whips it across and straight to Jamie Young. See, I told you they can pass the ball. Straight to the keeper, but they still technically pass the ball. So there you go, mate. There you go. All I want for Christmas is Roar to score a goal. It's a good Christmas present, mate. It is. It's a decent little Christmas present. You can't count on Roar defenders to score an own goal. That's fair enough, really. Loggy says, we are absolutely dog shit. Surely the slippery fish comes out of retirement for a season. Slippery fish, the old Enrique. You are the love of my life. We love Enrique. He's only 4'5". We love Enrique. Trust in me when I say we love Enrique. He is the love of my life. We love Enrique. He's only 4'5". We love Enrique. Get around this slippery fish. What a man. Old man Zoe says raw painful viewing at the moment. Try being a Raw fan, mate. Like, I hope you guys are still enjoying this stream. You know, because, like, I sit here and I'm talking shit this entire stream, but, like, what do you expect when my team is currently last? This is the problem. Like, there's positives and negatives to what I do, right? So, I stream every sport. And when you watch and actually emotionally invest yourself in all these sports, no matter what, you will have a good team at some point. You know, no matter what, you will have a good team. But on the other side of it, at some point, you will have a bad team. So, you know, Milanovic comes on for Diamante, by the way. You know, Man City have been going well. You know, Chicago Bulls finally going well. Detroit Lions, they won a game. Won one game. Look at them go. But they're still shit. You know, the Gold Coast Titans are starting to do well. And then you go to the opposite end of the spectrum, and you get this team, who hasn't scored a goal in 290 minutes, and I'm expected, and Raw fans are expected to give a shit about the results. Unreal. It really is ridiculous. It really is it really is something special. It really is something special, you know? So Western United here, inside the edge of the box. No, Brisbane Roar defense, mate. Defense, Gary. Declan Smith says at least West Ham are massive. Yeah, try beating Man City, eh? Yeah, can't get one at me, mate. Can't get one at me. You help us out, but you can't get at me, son. You can't beat the old Man City, mate. And over the top here, cleared away. No, it's going to be Western United ball here. Back to the edge. Don't forget, guys, I will be showing the Adelaide United versus Melbourne victory game right after this. Hopefully, it might be a bit of a better game. That isn't full of just dribblers. Dribble, 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 roll, Mr. Dribble, dribble. That should be a chant the Den sing. Next time I'm there, I'm going to sing it. Old Man So says Adelaide 1-1 with victory. I think it's going to be, I'm going 2-1. I'm going to hope for, I even think 3-1 victory, but I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be right. But Adelaide with diabolical last week, though. You're taking it well on the surface. Oh, no, I'm all right. Brisbane Roar is not the main, you know, when you can tell in Chicago games, then I get pissed off. You can tell with Gold Coast Titans games, you know, I don't really stream Man City, but, you know, you can tell when I give a shit. And it's like I do give a shit, but I also don't give a shit about this because I've lost so much love for this league over the last 5 years. And then, like, situations with the Brisbane Roar that I've had in the past as well because, you know, they promised a lot and delivered nothing, right? Besides anyone. You know, so I have lost a lot of, and especially Wenzel Hall's situation too. Like, it really, there is a lot of flogs involved in this business, man, in this sport. Compared to other places. Douglas Smith says, if we lose to Burnley this week, I'll support Norwich. Burnley aren't exactly an easy team to beat, but they're not great. Jay Hayes says, games like this, is it is it at Burley or is it at West Ham? Jay said, the games like this that I actually pray for a Muppet or two jump in. Yeah, that's a good point too. It's a good point too. Nate Chappelle says, Washington Redskins don't win either if you dabble in American football. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, mate. That's all I'll say on that one, mate. Well, half Lions, half Bears, but Lions. Like, half Lions. I put a video about why, but half Lions, half Bears, but, both teams shit too, mind you. I'm a Chicago sports fan, but I was a Detroit Lions fan before I went to Chicago. And the reason I'm a Chicago sports fan is because I went to Chicago. Oh, God. Well, yeah. Don't talk to me, Mr. Washington Redskins. Special Grabber says, Matthew Wade of the Hurricanes just hit 5 fours in a single over. At this point of watching this game, mate, I wish he would hit 5 fours into the side of my noggin. Into the side of my noggin, Sebastian. Sebastian, I would like to point you to some words that I've written down there. Some words that I've written in the corner there. I would like you to go and have a look-ski. I would like you to go and have a look-ski, mate. That's what I would like you to have, a goddamn look-ski. Well, there we go. Vishal, what a man. What a machine. What a machine. Thank you very much for subscribing. But wow, Matty, on a reel though, Sebastian, that's actually quite big. Turf. No, I know Turf. I was just saying at Burnley. You didn't need to say the stadium name. Turf Moor's a lot harder than you think to win at. Not for us, but for most teams. Old Man Zoe says, yeah, I'm an Adelaide fan. We have been bad lately, and I don't even think we beat Victory. I don't think you beat Victory. The Roar were better than you guys last week and only got a draw. The fact that you couldn't score against the Roar tells you everything you need to know. Brian says 50. 0-50, 3.3 overs played. What a start. Oh my God. Oh my goodness me. That's the Hurricanes score, right? Wade plays the Hurricanes, yes? Pretty certain. This is the first year of them really seriously getting into cricket, mind you. 50 runs after 3.5 overs. That's wild. That's wild, mate. That is just genuinely wild. Wild. Much better than this shit. Theo Harus will come on here for Connor Payne. Connor Payne, he brought the pain. He did. He brought the pain. Nate Chappelle's these jerseys for Brisbane are actually sick. Brisbane Roar's kits are actually always quite nice. They've always been quite good. You just have to like the colour orange. But here's a chance for the Roar outside the edge of the box. Like, here is a genuine chance. Just outside the edge of the box on the right-hand side. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Can we see a goal right now? Roar. That is one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. Yes, Tom Curran is bowling in bloody England. Bloody England, eh? Sports Sadness says, wait. See, now you're onto it, Sebastian. Hey, we're convincing him. He's slowly coming to the light side. He's slowly starting to realise that Australia is the place to be, son. He said, bloody England. That's where it starts, mate. First, it's a bloody England this. Then it's what's going on here, that. Then it's a 5-0 Australia this. Then it's a I support Australia that. Welcome to the party, Sebastian. 4 minutes of additional time. The process has begun. Damien says, I think Adelaide can win tonight. They can be better than what they have shown so far. It's a rivalry. Anything can happen. I think the game's in Adelaide, isn't it? If it's in Melbourne, then absolutely not. If it's in Adelaide, then maybe. But if it's in Melbourne, then I would say absolutely not. I understand what happened with Perth last week, but in the same sense, like that also did happen after the red card, mind you, which was a fair enough red card, but I don't think that Victory lose 3-0 to Perth if they don't get that red card. Perth aren't that great. But then again, no one's great. Literally every single team on this side, even MacArthur, even Western United being top is outrageous. Like, they're not that great. You know what I'm saying? By the way, guys, next stoppage in play, we've got something to change. We have got something to change. I shit you not. I shit you not. West United go top after this game, or were they already top? No, they go top after this game, yeah. That's a live updater, so that's why it says green there. If this goes to 1-1, then it will say draw, and they'll drop back down on the screen, mate. Hey, this is like levels to this shit, man. There's like levels to this shit here on the channel. We've got levels, mate. But hold on one second. Na 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 na. What a stat. What a stat. That's going to stay there. That's going to stay there through all the games, lads. Through all the games, that will stay there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Unless they can score right this second. Unless they can score immediately, mate. Immediately. Nation Pels says the Orioles just down the street back home, and I'm at Tennessee for school, so it looks lots of orange around me. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Tennessee loves their orange. It's in Adelaide. Oh, it might be interesting. Ajay says, bing bong, 300 minutes since Roar scored a goal. Exactly right. Bing bong. Bing bong. 1.5 minutes to go here. Right, 1.5 minutes to go here. 300 minutes since the Roar have scored a goal, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine being a striker for this team. Imagine being a striker for this team and thinking that you are above, well, to be fair, even the worst players in this league are still better than 90% of the, 95% of the country. But I guarantee you could probably find some NPL kid right now who could do a better job than half these strikers. Shit, man. Shit, man. All right, Roar back on the inside. Can they score? Make it 1-1. The draw of dreams. Oh, blocked away there by Western United. The draw of dreams here. The moment that we've all been waiting for. 300 plus minutes without a goal. Brisbane Roar. It's desperate action right now. It's desperate, desperate action. Back on the inside. I'm definitely doing the BBL tomorrow night. This is a schmozzle. This is a straight up schmozzle. I'm definitely doing BBL tomorrow night. Ay, ay, ay. So Roar here playing out from the back. I would genuinely re-sign Enrique, Thomas Broish, and Barisha again. I don't care if they're 50. I don't care if they're 70. I reckon they could score more goals than this team right now. It couldn't hurt. What would it hurt? These guys don't score goals. We may as well put on a couple of 40-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? We may as well just chuck a couple of 40s out there. You know, say, listen, have a crack. Oh, back on the inside here. Roar actually a chance. Roar actually a chance here. And shot from outside the box is one of the worst shots that I've ever seen. That's one of the worst shots that I've ever seen. So it's going to end 1-0 here to Western United. That's 4 games in a row they've finished the game 1-0. And that's it. So there we go, guys. 300 official minutes since the Roar have scored a goal. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to be back in 40 minutes' time. I'm going to go 5 minutes early. For that game between Melbourne Victory and Adelaide, get around it. Tomorrow we've got Bulls game. We've got BOBL tomorrow night. We'll do the Airbnb BBL. Airbnb. There we go. That's what we're going to do tomorrow night. But yeah, that game next might be actually decent. Blunder Ray says, would you rather stream tennis games over A-League games next year? Mate, I'm not going to lie. I dead set am really losing love for this league. Like, truly, like, this is woeful. Like, how is there a team that has gone 300 plus minutes in this sport, in this league? I get it in the Premier League because there's actually really good defenses, right? But how has a team got the ability to go through 300 minutes without a goal? That will do me. That will nil point do me. Anyway, guys, jumping off. I will see you guys in 45 minutes time for the A-League. And if that game's not good, I'm telling you right now, BBL is going to take a real big focus point on this channel. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.